is available in high definition.
There was a record crowd of over 14,000 for the opening draw last Saturday. Will there be more tonight? Many people believe so, and the reason is the game. Hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage of this year's Tim Hortons Brier. This was the game everyone was pointing at when the draw was released several months ago. Ontario against Alberta. G.Howard against Kevin Martin. Add to the significance that this game is going to be for first place. And so that's why there's talking about big crowd, because of the big game. The Saddledome, our week-long home for this year's Tim Hortons Brier. Coming up, the final round-robin draw, 17. But let's go back a few hours to draw 16. And in a must-win for Quebec, Jean-Michel Menard playing PEI. Can't afford a fifth loss. And look at this in 10 by 1 by 2. Bang, bang, get them all. Score 3 for a 12-8 must-win for Quebec to keep himself alive. Manitoba, they're through. They're finished. They'll finish with 4 losses with their win over Saskatchewan. New Brunswick, Russ Howard, he's still alive. And Alberta has gone now 10 straight after a win over Nova Scotia. So these are the teams that are alive for the playoffs. Alberta, Ontario, they know they will finish 1-2. Newfoundland, Labrador, tiebreaker at least. Manitoba is in there. It is must-win tonight for New Brunswick and Quebec, a 5th loss, and they would be out like these other teams at this year's Tim Hortons Brier. As we say good evening to Linda and Reagan.
Well, we do expect magic tonight because in every category, these two teams are simply the best. Shooting percentages, plus, minus, scoring, pick anything, and they're at the very top. If you look at the two skips, look at how long they've played and how many appearances, and 3 titles at the Brier each. 3 world titles for Glenn, so he's a little ahead of Kevin there, but they are dead even at this Brier with shooting percentages. The whole team is terrific. The matchups are incredible.
Well, the matchups are unbelievable, Linda. The interesting one is there's a lot of talk around who is the best third. Is it Johnny Moe? Is it Richard Hart? The left-hander against the right-hander. Here's a couple shots. Richard Hart has the soft touch. He can throw it up as well. He throws from the left side, and that sometimes could make a little difference. Little hit and roll to the button, hey. But the other guy, he could do the same thing. Johnny Morris, he's as good as there is. He's a little bit younger, and he can throw it hard. Take a look at this. Now you see them, now you don't. So that'll be the interesting matchup. Who will win at that spot? Who will be the best third tonight? Because the best third will be on the winning team.
They are 1-2 in monies won this year. They are playing for 1-2 tonight.
Canada's largest coast-to-coast mover, AMJ Campbell, has been moving households and offices locally and internationally since 1934. As the most trusted movers in Canada, AMJ Campbell is your source for your home, office, or do-it-yourself move. At AMJ Campbell, we treat your possessions like they're our own. AMJ Campbell is the only moving company that you can pay on your Sears card to earn Sears Club points. Thinking of moving? Call AMJ Campbell.
The old town clock in Halifax says the time is nigh for a party, the likes of which Atlantic Canada hasn't seen since 2003. That could only mean one thing. A Brier's coming back, and it's time for you to get your tickets because when you're in the mood for a party in Halifax, it's a sure thing.
It's a sure thing. Everybody sing. Hey! Tim Hortons Brier. It's a sure thing.
Curling rewards. You, Dave?
Yeah.
There you go.
Curling rewards. Yeah. With my Capital One Curling Platinum card, I can redeem for curling merchandise.
Nice.
Event tickets.
Sweet.
Equipment. Dave? You even made a world-class pro.
Kevin Martin.
Introducing the Capital One Curling Platinum Card. Visit CapitalOne.ca to find out more.
What's in your wallet?
Every night, millions of Canadians sleep easy, knowing they have their licensed insurance broker working for them, protecting their homes, automobiles, and businesses. A professional who's on their side, offering a choice of the best insurance companies, coverage tailored to their particular needs, and who is their champion in the event of a claim. Your best insurance is an insurance broker.
Feels like cashmere.
2009 Tim Hortons Brier on TSN is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proud supporter of Canadian curling.
It's the final draw of round-robin play on this Thursday night, the 17th draw at the Saddledome. And here are the games on the ice, and they're all big. New Brunswick must win to stay alive. BC Shongiel looks to play spoiler. Our featured game, the 1-2 game, is on sheet B. On sheet C, Quebec looks to stay alive. A fifth would put them out. They'll play Northern Ontario. And Newfoundland and Labrador, looking to lock up a playoff spot, will play Saskatchewan. So let's meet the teams now. It's brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Hi, I'm G.Howard, skip of Team Ontario. Our lead is Craig Saville, our second is Brent Lang, our third is Richard Hart, and we are out of the Coldwater and District Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Kevin Martin, skip of Team Alberta. Lead is Ben Hebert, second Mark Kennedy, third Johnny Moe, and we're out of the Salvo Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta.
10 straight wins in games for Alberta. 11 straight times Alberta will begin the game with the hammer. They're throwing the Yellowstones. So to get us going, the Ontario lead playing Redstones is Craig Saville.
Well, you know, Vic, it's absolutely amazing that Kevin Martin won every one of those draw to the bottom. It was an innovative way of getting last rock. I love it what the CCA did in changing, where they used to assign, you flip the first one, they used to assign last rock to each team. But now they throw for it. Now they use their skill, and it's unbelievable. He won 11 of them.
Last year when it was pre-assigned, Kevin Martin did win that draw to the button, so he got the extra. So 6 out of 11 times last year. This year he hasn't put that last rock into play as far as deuces go every game, but he's won every game. So you have to think he's felt very comfortable starting the game with that hammer.
He won't know how to adjust if he ever does miss one of those.
It's a remarkable way to end up with what has been just a great week of curling. All 4 games here on the ice of the Saddledome have a meaning tonight in this 17th and final round robin draw, and we'll hop and jump all over. You won't miss a thing.
Well, you referred to it as a magic show when we did our little opening, and it will be a magic show. These guys can make rocks appear and disappear.
Especially the disappear. They can have a lot of rocks in play, and suddenly we're playing for a blank. So don't look away too quickly.
And we know these two teams are playing for first place, so they will be in the 1-2 game in the playoffs. That means they will play each other again tomorrow as we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier.
Hey, Vic, one of the things that both teams say is that knowing that they're in that 1-2 game takes some of the pressure off tonight, and they're both looking to have some fun, but they also have very specific things that they're looking for. For Kevin Martin, they've been in the 80-90 percentile. He wants to keep them there. Consistency is huge for him. For Glenn Howard, he said they played the best in games 3, 4, and 5. Not really happy with how they played in the last 3. Feels that they need to pick it up, and who better to pick it up against than Kevin Martin?
Weight's good. Whoa. Right off. Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
The rock is a little bit exposed, so they're looking to play a hit on it. Alberta want to roll away. You know, the interesting thing too, Vic, we talked about the number of ends these teams have played. Well, Kevin Martin really has been on cruise control. Glenn Howard, admittedly, in the last couple of games has not been as happy, but Glenn has had to play a lot more, finishing off games 90 ends, and Kevin Martin's only had to play 79 in his 10 games. They really have been dominant, that Alberta team.
Yeah, they really put a few teams away pretty quickly, and if they get away from you, I don't care who you are, you can't get very difficult to catch them. They defend so well. They know all the ins and outs of offense, and they certainly know how to defend their situation, and they'll do so better than almost anybody I know. So you can't let them get away.
Well, we've been on this sheet B many times. We should know this as well as the players, and this is the tricky spot, isn't it? We've seen team after team, thrower after thrower try to fight for the inside rolls.
Actually, both ways going this direction on the edge of the 4-foot line. There's a spot that you have to be very careful about. If you bring the weight down as we watch the rock curl here, it will close.
Johnny, go, shoot her.
Just trying to get it away a bit. They would have liked to roll behind themselves, but when they saw it wasn't going to happen, they rolled it to the outside. Mark Kennedy, of course, we have a couple of left-handers out there tonight. Mark Kennedy throws from the left side, and Richard Hart does as well. So sometime through this evening telecast, I will have their turns all mixed up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Which at least have 2 chances at it, which is kind of good.
That's right.
Whoa. Yep. Real hard. No roll.
There's the roll,
Grab the pebble,
and it'll pop out the other side and stop just behind the tee line, full into 12.
This is an opportunity, though, for Alberta.
Yeah, I bet you 70 gets there.
Okay.
Mind you, we didn't throw a lot here, so aim for 65.
Sure.
Yeah, 65. It's a good idea. Pretty good speed, Mark. I wouldn't say it's any slower.
Yeah, this is just a little different than we were throwing, right? It's fresh new path. I'm throwing that split out the window.
It's all there. Weight's not bad, but
The ice has been very consistent over the course of the week. A little bit different when you go wide versus coming down the middle like this. 14 to 14 and a half seconds across the sheet, depending on the path. And that's measuring between the hog lines.
Let's take a look at the ice times, Linda.
As I said, down the middle is going to be a little different than the edges. 14 to 14 and a half for that draw speed. Hits, you're going to see them go away with that peel weight. 7 seconds, maybe even faster, if you're talking Johnny Moe and Kevin Martin.
Playing the third stones, and this key battle that Ray pointed out. Richard Hart to throw first.
Whoa, looks light.
Well, what makes it interesting, too, is that Richard Hart has a slightly higher percentage. But if you look at game after game and how they played against the opposing third, John Morris is ahead by 1 in that plus-minus. So both of them have had terrific weeks.
Just a pound too heavy. He threw it there by himself, no brushing. It's sliding pretty freely down that center. Got to be careful, but a little chance here for Team Alberta to get across the face of this. Just punch it back a little bit, back 8 foot, and lie 2.
I think it's in there, boys. Yeah.
It's a chance for John also to show that he can play these quiet taps. We so often talk about that big weight, but he and Kevin both have the quiet game as well.
T-line! Oh, I think the weight's good. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Back forward,
And there's a rivalry. There definitely is a rivalry between these two teams. They respect each other. They know each other.
Yep.
Hard, hard, hard. We got to bump it.
Hard.
Hard, 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 hard.
Hard, 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 hard.
Go, Kevin, go, Kevin, go, Kevin, go, 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 go.
And enough? Oh, not quite. Might even still be shot stone, Ontario, the back of the 4. There hasn't been a negative word on the ice. In fact, Kevin Martin, Kathy, calls it the best he's ever played on.
Well, he certainly does, and to keep conditions that way, Jamie Barassa, head ice maker, opened both doors for the very first time at the front and at the back of the building between draws today, bringing the temperature down 5 degrees to keep it the same as it was. They knew the building would be packed tonight. It is. It goes back to that last Saturday. They want to make sure that it stays the same. They also added about 8 or 9 degrees of humidity. That's great news. Lack of humidity was causing that little bit of pitting that we saw earlier this week. Ice conditions should be as good and getting better for the weekend.
Whoa, up.
Line only. We're heavy.
Whoa.
We're heavy.
Whoa.
How heavy? Too heavy.
Whoa,
Over curling.
It's trying. We're trying.
You got to go.
We're tough 4. Yep, yep.
You got to go. You got to go. You got to keep the angle.
Yep.
Got to keep the angle. Whoa.
That's good. Good shot.
That will give shot stone to Alberta, that little bump.
Good angle there. Yeah, did something onto that.
Well, the one thing we know is these two skips are masters at angles, and it will be an interesting battle to try and get them set up better than the opposition.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Good shot. It's we have no problem.
Glenn and Richard, they really talk about everything, so it's really nice. We'll certainly try and stay as silent as possible when they're talking, because who better to hear it from than the very best.
Straight on the button's good, Mark.
We have to bump it because it's you can see enough to throw heat and get rid of both our yellows. So same weight.
What are we? Oh, you're tapping the top one.
Yeah, same weight.
Hit.
Same weight. What a future this young man has.
Real close to the same time.
He's already had it, actually.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Two-time world junior champion.
Line's good.
Which was being made of the fact that Johnny Morris, the last 2 Brier appearances, came in injured. You remember he was hit by a car walking his dog, and then he had a broken hand last year, or a broken finger on a hand, but this year he's healthy, and the team is looking for an 11th straight win to set a record for 24 straight.
Yeah, because we couldn't guard, because then he warps one around there. That's probably a good shot.
I think so, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just back line?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to love this start.
Yeah, you might even be able to go tighter.
Hack. I want almost hack.
Couple guards in front, and
John was there for here.
And then it comes around, and now look at what's developed here.
I think back, he can run that in for a bunch, that other angle, that corner.
Yeah, okay.
Let's try and hit and roll a bit.
Hair low?
Yeah, hair low. I'm just thinking, just hack.
Okay.
A lot of respect between the two skips, especially Glenn knowing the ability of Kevin to run things back, and there are guards out in front that can be used. So he's trying to get a hit and roll, take away the run back and the use of the rock in front of the 8-foot.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just hack.
Whoa. Right off. No.
Great shot.
So once again, Alberta with the hammer continues to lie 1 as we play skip stones here in the first.
If we have a number of ends like this, they're going to have to play a couple of hitting ends, because this is going to take a long time to play a game with this many rocks.
I like.
Well, even a hair on this side, Kev, you're still going to make this double. I think that's because if you rack the guard, he'll warp one in there, and then we're in trouble.
I know.
But if you do this, he'll have the draw, and then we have a run back for 2 at least. Okay. I don't mind that.
Rack the guard is not bad.
Well, I think we've even got a little bit of an angle this way. That wouldn't be bad. Right in the nose. Okay.
Good control.
I like normal.
Yeah.
Normal to make sure you get this 5 out of there.
Okay. Right on the nose.
Yeah.
A little off. Okay.
Let's go.
Sure.
Okay.
Just a little off the nose.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not sold.
Drive it onto the
Not really
red.
sold on this.
Red onto yellow.
If we go off nose at all, it's not really good. Yep. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, right off. Right off.
Never.
Right off. No roll. No roll.
Sit.
Yeah.
Couldn't roll
Come
away.
up quite enough, eh?
Well, it's a very nice shot,
right there.
and Alberta do sit 3.
What's the problem with that cone?
But you have to know that
never
Glenn's
get it out.
got an out.
He has, Linda, but he better make it right now.
He sure better.
Pretty good, eh, guys?
Any of the teams tonight on the ice at 4 losses, Kathy, cannot afford another one. Quebec is one of those teams. Final stone, Jean-Michel Menard.
Well, he made a great shot on his first, Vic. He made an angle raise takeout in the 4-foot to lie 3. Northern Ontario trying to draw in just a little bit short, so this is a draw for 2. Needs the 4-foot.
Whoa! 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 Mine's good. Whoa, heavy. Heavy if anything.
And he's going to be heavy, so it's 1 for sure. And that's what it'll be. 1 for Quebec. Missed opportunity early for Jean-Michel Menard.
Still there. Whoa. Whoa, little tap. Whoa, whoa, just a little. Great shot. Great shot. Boy. You get shot, Kev? Did we get shot? Oh, shit, we did. Great shot, Glenny. Beautiful. Wow. Yep.
Shows us for this in the front end.
It's just
That's why we
surgery,
didn't
like
want to
you
play
said
that.
the other night, Vic.
That's why
I mean, you missed that shot, and don't think shots like that can't be missed, because they certainly can be. But you missed that shot, or even half make
Can't
it.
get it really out of there very
They're
easy.
scoring 3 on you.
I like this.
Might be able, if we bump this over,
yeah,
might be able to get 2.
Yeah.
It's the reason that Kevin and John took so long playing their shot.
sure if we
That
do, though.
Yellowstone that rolled to the left, top 8-foot, that was supposed to stay near center line, so that shot would not be possible.
I'll draw the nail.
This is very difficult with that rock actually in the way to get to the button. You have to just scrape by
Just straight
it.
draw.
That's the one top edge of the 8
Yes,
on the
it
left
is.
side there.
Just straight draw, Kev?
Yeah.
Look at that, huh? Final stone now for Alberta.
Rip.
Ontario on the
Mine's
terrific
good.
draw by Glenn
Mine's
Howard,
good.
line 1.
Clean. Yep, line.
You heard him say, just we got to
Yep.
draw the pinhole, boys.
Whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa, whoa.
Ebert and Kennedy backing off.
Yep,
Got to get
yeah,
by
well,
the guard
it's
first.
heavy, isn't it?
Missed it, missed it, missed it, missed
They've done that. And now he's heavy and he'll go by. My. Ontario. Glenn Howard with a beauty.
Okay.
Will steal one here in the first.
2009 Tim Hortons Brier on TSN is brought to you by Ford, Drive One. By M&M Meat Chops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. And by Cashmere. Nothing feels like cashmere.
Congratulations, Sabrina, you got the promotion. Senior accountant.
Thank you.
If you're celebrating, M&M Meat Chops has delicious meal ideas.
Guess this is your job now.
And if you're stuck working late, we also have really fast meal ideas. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
People are counting on the work I do for them, and I count on Porter Cable. Now with the launch of Porter Cable's new line of power tools, I can use Porter Cable for almost every job. The 18-volt tools are lightweight, more compact, have interchangeable lithium-ion and NiCad batteries, charge faster, and are backed by a 3-year warranty. Porter Cable gets me the results that both my clients and I are proud of. Porter Cable, quality tools since 1906.
Will she be good? Will she be great? Will she win a gold medal? Will she make a nation hold their breath at exactly the same moment? She might. Please give to the Sandra Schmirler Foundation and support neonatal hospital units across Canada, because champions start small.
Oh, we gotta check this out. Canada land! Shoot a puck? Knit a toque? Shovel the driveway? This is so Canadian. Well, you gotta be kidding me. They got roll-up! Roll-up? We gotta get back to Canada!
Come on, Canada, it's roll up the rim to win time again. You could win an all-new 09 Toyota Venza, $10,000 in cash, Toshiba laptops, TIM cards, and more.
Hey, Bill.
Steve, looks like you had a barbecue meltdown.
Right before the big party.
Come on, we'll get you started again.
Planning on making some changes to your backyard? From barbecues and lawnmowers to garden tools and accessories, we've got you covered. Plus, friendly expert advice. Start right at True Value for all your do-it-yourself projects.
Perfect.
Thanks again, Bill.
Whoops, don't forget your fire extinguisher.
True Value. Start right, start here.
Back pain. It doesn't just make you feel bad. Robax Platinum doesn't just relieve back pain. It also relaxes those tight, tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
Let's get you updated on scores, and we want to tell you that Quebec was awarded a second point. So 2-0 Quebec in a must-win game for them, leading in Northern Ontario. New Brunswick, same situation. 4 losses, must win. Score 1 with the hammer against BC and Sean Gill from New Westminster. And Newfoundland and Labrador, 3 losses for Brad Gushu. A win would guarantee him a playoff spot. He scores 2 against Saskatchewan and Joel Jordison. So now you're caught up. Ontario steals 1. What a great draw that was. Alberta just a little heavy. Kevin Martin. And so it will be Alberta with the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in the second.
Well, we close that end after the great draw by Glenn Howard and the draw by Kevin that was just a little bit too heavy with, oh my, my, my. And you're right on, Victor. This will be some evening.
Yeah.
That was totally different.
I said, you know, I said to Linda and you in the break, you have to have confidence. You have to know the game quite obviously. These two men just relish this. They really relish the way the game is played here.
It's the reason they do play. They not only are they tremendous athletes, all 8 of these gentlemen, but they all love the game so much and have such a passion for it. And when you're playing, and I'm sure it's the same way, well, I know it's the same way in any sport. When the best are playing the best, it's just, it's electrifying.
No man's landing. Sit.
Sit. Okay.
Little bounce, not wanted. Chance for Glenn Howard to get that out of there. Roll over a little bit in front of the other red.
It's kind of interesting in the first end when Kevin went to throw his first one. The whole time John Morris was actually still muttering, I don't think this is the right call, because if we roll away, it's just such respect, knowing what Glenn Howard could do with that draw and then did do. So Kevin will try again this end. He has the corner up. And the rock in the house is only in the 12-foot.
I think 2 is straight.
Yeah,
I think it ran the line like you threw it heavy and ended up top 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's keep an eye on that.
Okay. Yeah, because one finishes.
You got a hair tight one, not one, but it's not even close to the same line.
Yeah, yeah, totally good.
Let me know. You're going to throw it first? And
I always throw down first. I'll tell you this.
We're talking about the stones. They like to know exactly what stone they're throwing. One has a little bit more curl in it. One may be a little bit quicker. So all that information has to be passed on.
Oh, yep. Hard. Nice shot.
Very appreciative crowd here. Obviously very pro-Alberta, naturally, here in Calgary. But the very knowledgeable crowd, and you won't hear the cheering on misses, and you'll hear the ohs and ahs, but tremendously knowledgeable crowd.
Whoa, whoa.
And as Vic said, they get treated to 4 sheets. We're on every sheet. The score matters in the playoffs.
Gotta go hard.
It's pretty exciting.
Gotta go real hard. Hard. Go hard. Go.
Battling for the control zone. A nose hit is wanted. Got a little roll. Wanted to stay there so it was more usable.
That was the plan.
Brent's Rock just curled a bit too much. Now here comes the come around for Kevin Martin.
It's like practice, Mark.
As
I think it
Linda
will.
suggested, they would have liked to just sat over a little bit to make this come around a little more difficult. They may have also forced the Alberta to maybe even hit it.
Mark Kennedy.
Hard line. Hard line.
Heard somebody say maybe a little soft.
Hard line.
Had to go a little wider, and this will curl once it gets to the house, and the speed will be dragged off, so you're going to have to be careful with it, and just too light.
Okay.
A little light.
It's too tough, doesn't it?
Yeah. Looks like a split cord at best.
Yeah.
He knows that again? Yeah.
Oh, you want to do that?
We could do that, and then it stays open. Or no, I don't know. Whatever. It might roll up, though. Yeah, let's just nose it. Nose, yeah.
Nose.
They were thinking of trying to hitting and maybe pushing the other red one over a bit, but then it just rolls away, and the front area is open for Martin to go around.
Oh, right off.
So he's looking for just a nose hit.
No. No, no. No.
Pretty heavy, eh? A little bit.
Yeah, I don't think they expect that much weight. A couple little mistakes one by the best second in the business, Mark Kennedy, and the other by Richard Hart, who many believe is the best third in the business.
I got a 75 on yours. That's not enough. I thought that might be close.
Top 4, boys. Just bite the top 4.
Yeah.
So here's a golden opportunity for Johnny Moe to get around top of the 4. You heard the comment.
That's heavy. Lots of weight. Okay, and lots of room. Tons of room, tons of room.
T-line, back 4.
Oh, easily.
Whoa. Kennedy and Hebert have done nothing yet.
You can bring it back to here, maybe?
No.
Might as well.
Whoa!
It's not,
Weight's good now. I got it.
Okay, whoa. I don't know what to do.
It's just wide open. The weight was actually very close. You could see by the time that it was exactly what we talked about. They got a little fooled by that, but they also got fooled by the amount of curl. Within the 8-foot circle, Kevin knows it'll really go. It's how to get to that spot. Do you have to go a little wider, and if so, will it track?
Long process.
It is wide open for Richard Hart. Left-hander.
Hack! Yep. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yeah! Whoa.
Nothing.
Nope. Right on the beak.
Yeah, it never came. One little bit.
Solid.
A little bit.
Well, the weight looked good, I thought.
Well, it's interesting because the weight was pretty close.
Yeah,
I think maybe a little bit heavier. But Kevin is calling for a very quiet shot, just a backline kind of shot. Just really a tap, only to reposition. Not really worried about removing the opposition rock.
Okay, well, on Morris's first, the brushers were hardly involved. On that shot by Hart, there was no brushing at all. I mean, do they have to give it to the brushers to get the curl?
Just fooled Vic by the amount of ice.
They have to throw it a little quieter, like Linda pointed out, to get the little movement.
Well, here the horsemen are involved in this one.
Never stop, never stop, never stop.
Never stop, and look what they get. Oh! Bring the horses into play. Kennedy and Ebert.
Well, they threw the quiet weight. Obviously, Richard had a little too much weight. And when they threw it softer, they got the little bit of movement they wanted, and they controlled it with the brushes. Super shot by JM.
Just board.
Now it maybe bounced out into the little hole. It's not a big hole, I'll tell you that.
That's a tiny little port, but remember the other night.
I just board.
We saw how many shots through a tiny little port, and they were played beautifully by Glenn Howard.
Yeah, in that game, Jeff Stoughton made 2 fabulous draws, and Glenn came through a very small hole twice. So here's another chance for him to get through this little port.
Skip Stones in the first now from Glenn Howard. Lang on the left, Saville on the right. Waiting for it. Find the hole. Got the hole. He does. Got the stone. That too. And he gets a flip behind the yellow.
Thanks, guys.
How can you not love this? Oof.
One of the reasons his rocks are always so consistent through ports that small is just that pure release. He reads the ice well, but he doesn't do anything on release that will make it float to the one guard or come over to the other guard. Just pure down the line. What a terrific throw.
Well, he and his brother always have had the gorgeous mechanics, Linda. They throw from what we refer to as a balanced delivery, and the release is just so clean. There's no flipping, and there's no playing with it on the way out. They don't change their finger position. It just flows out of the hand.
I like the way it flows. What do you think, Kev? I think line's good. No, line's good. It's close. Line will be good. Line's close. We're going to have to go a little bit.
Good, line's good, yep.
Go ahead, line's good.
Hard line.
Line's good, top 4.
Hard line. Line's great, boys.
Come on.
Big
top
drag,
4.
big drag, big drag. Here they go. Morris joins them. Big drag, big drag. Top 4, top button.
Hair deep, eh?
Yeah, but 2 or 3 inches deep, maybe. Should still have a draw for 2, though. Yeah, but 3 inches deep.
I mean, the hammer for him has been the key to good starts, and then he's gone on to wins.
So when you give up the steal, you really want the deuce back, and what a beautiful draw. After missing the draw in one,
we should score.
You knew you weren't going to get another mistake from him in the second end.
And so in that first end of play now, Martin has outscored his opposition 19-1. That one being that steal in the first. Glenn Howard.
Glenn's just going to freeze to the face of it, and
yeah, you gotta go.
Kevin's going to have to really catch a small part of the button for the extra point.
Wait only. Whoa, heavy.
Just conceding one here. You don't want to bounce off this.
Gotta go. Okay, line's great. Yep.
Trying to freeze it on the face.
Keep the angle. Whoa.
Wait's there.
Wait's there, the boys say. The weight's there.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
That is fast.
Yeah. Now, does he come through that hole that we saw Howard come through?
No, with the draw weight, it would over-curl Vic. You have to go very wide and try.
Unbelievable.
What's he got?
Tap? He's got to come off it. He thinks he's going to go in there.
No, he's playing the hit and roll.
No, he's not. He's coming in dead.
Well, Richard thought he was going to play the hit and roll, but he's just playing the straight draw, I think. Or the in-off, maybe the little wick.
I don't think you could draw wide side to get enough of the 4-foot, so you'd have to come off the red one in the 8-foot.
Just going to try and come in off the red stone, I guess.
Before Glenn Howard threw, John Morris said we should have a draw for 2, not knowing how great Glenn Howard's rock would be.
Nope,
this is a very tough shot.
And going out wide.
How heavy is it? Line's good. Yep. Line's good. Room.
Looking forward to break.
Whoa.
Past the guard.
Whoa. Wait for it. Get on, Ben.
Needs break. A little rub, little roll, and not enough. It'll be 1 for Alberta here in the second.
We just had to be a little lighter.
A great start. And there's more to come.
Redeeming your points with rewards credit cards can be really
Hurry hard!
with their rewards expiration and redemption fees. Getting rewards you actually want can be really
hard.
But with the Capital One Curling Platinum card, redeeming is
easy.
Introducing the Capital One Curling Platinum card. Redeem for merchandise, equipment, and unique curling experiences. Visit CapitalOne.ca to find out more.
What's in your wallet?
Okay, so the all-new 09 F-150 is the only truck with those new steps on the tailgate and the side of the box, making it easier to get to the cargo. And you're thinking, I don't need those. Oh, yeah? Let's do the math. How many times are you going to be in and out of the cargo box? Once? Twice? No. I'm thinking 50, maybe 60,000 times, especially since it's got the most payload. You see what I'm getting at? Hey, unless all you're carrying is yarn, it seems like a no-brainer to me, okay? It's not just a new truck. It's a new F-150.
Hi, honey.
Gotta go.
Spoil them with softness. Spoil them with Purex.
Dinner. Mom, we gotta go.
Wrestling. When you're time-starved, M&M Meat Shops has fast meal ideas. And if anyone you know needs to bulk up, we have meals with protein. Lots of protein. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
It could be 7 in the morning.
Or 10 at night.
In Chilliwack, BC.
Or St. Peter's, Nova Scotia.
It could be Michelle.
Or Mark.
Or Jen.
But whenever, wherever you order that cup of Tim Hortons coffee.
You know that it's always fresh.
From Newfoundland and Labrador to Vancouver Island, it's always fresh.
Hi, Laura. Big accident at home.
Uh-oh. Indoor soccer again?
And Mom's coming over for dinner.
Come on, we'll get you started.
Got an electrical project? Start right at True Value. You know you'll find everything you need for all your do-it-yourself projects, along with the friendly expert advice that you've come to expect.
Now you just have to make dinner.
And keep Ricky outside.
True Value. Start right. Start here.
Important games all over the Saddledome. So let's go to Sheet A. Check in on BC, New Brunswick. Kathy, New Brunswick must win this game. Final stone. Sean Giel was eliminated this morning when he lost to Jamie Cooey of Yellowknife.
Well, he has a draw for 2. He had the house split. Russ hit and rolled out on his last one, and that allows this draw for 2.
Sean Giel, first time at the Tim Hortons Brier out of the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster. So around the guard, open draw for 2 and a 2-1 lead on Russ Howard. Now on Sheet C, again, must win for Quebec, 4 losses. They scored 2 in the first. This is the final stone for Northern Ontario's Mike Jacobo from the Coppercliff Curling Club in Sudbury.
Well, Jean-Michel Menal was trying to hit and roll behind some cover. He hit and he rolled, but he rolled too far. Again, on this sheet, it is a draw for 2.
And everybody out. Lee Toner, Luc Ouimet, Matt Seabrook. And he'll come up light. Just the 1. That's the single point. 2-1 Quebec leading going to 3. So how important are the games? Well, we know Alberta, Ontario, this is the game for first place. Newfoundland, Labrador, they're on the ice. A win guarantees them a playoff spot. No tiebreaker. Manitoba, Jeff Stoughton, he's sitting home. He's waiting. New Brunswick, Quebec. That's why they're important. You fall to 5 and you are out. And there is Newfoundland and Labrador. They scored 2 with Hammer, steal 2 against Joel Jordison of Moose Jaw. And now you're up to date. We're still early on this Thursday night, the 17th and final round robin draw. We're tied at 1, and Ontario, playing the Redstones, has the hammer.
Well, the magic continues. The first stone was thrown out in front. Didn't quite get to the center line.
Little tap. Okay,
Come around by Ontario, and then a angle freeze by Alberta. Ontario, of course, with the hammer.
That works.
So here we go again, folks.
If you ever bump it on the nose, yeah, stay on the nose. Just back tee. Back 8, Mark.
First half of the game, leads and seconds rocks are all set up shots, and it is angles that are so important. They don't need to be shot rock. There's lots of time to do that with the thirds and skips, but you have to, when you're trying to prevent scoring, as Kevin Martin is, get the right angle so that the Redstones aren't in a good spot. And of course, Howard's fighting for the opposite position.
Come on. Whoa.
Mark Kennedy.
He's at the top of the seconds. He's just struggled a wee bit this evening. It's not his normal game. But he leads all seconds in percentages.
Back 12, he's pretty good.
9 out of 10 times, he has outcurled the opposing second.
So let's hit one of there.
And he's at 92%.
I think so.
Throw it through, hit the guard.
This is good.
Mr. Howard with the hammer.
Whoa. Yep. Clear. Yep.
Back and forth
Easy.
they go.
Whoa. Yep.
I wanted it out there a bit. That's good.
Brent Lang.
Just control. Go this way.
Rock, Mark. Is good.
Let's go this way.
You definitely want to disrupt these a bit because they're not sitting very pretty for us right now.
You heard Johnny tell the reason why.
It's a hit, and they would like to move the ones around center line.
Normal. Okay, whoa. Close.
Normal.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
They want some action on the other side.
Uh-oh.
And the shooter will stop, and Alberta is line 2 without.
It's not good right now, though, for...
Both hits are buried.
Yeah, push the red one in behind cover instead of getting the jiggle they wanted.
Got to get over here. It's going to
Just
move
a little
just
too
bit,
thin, and that means it comes off the side of the red one and pushes it straight sideways in behind the corner guard.
Really curl, I do.
So Brent Lang has a fabulous opportunity to hit this yellow now and roll over to the other side of the rings, because you can see the problem for Alberta. The two red stones are right in behind that corner guard.
Whoa. Right off.
Oh, it's got to
Right
curl.
off.
Got to curl, man.
No, nothing.
Right off. Got to curl, man. Hard on the yellow, Benny. I know. Go, Glenn. Go. Go. Okay. That's good.
Well, not bad. Could have been better.
Runback's not a double now.
But it's still a nervous situation for yellow and blue.
The one red did pop out into the open. That's a little benefit now for Kevin.
You know, the old froze too wide, tick the guard. Yep.
Okay, right.
Court.
Just roll in there.
Wow.
No.
This one is really going straighter than he thought.
I think he's jamming right on it.
Watch that one at the back. And he is right. Jammed right on it. Now, it's the outside of the sheet. Should they really be surprised? Doesn't it usually run straight down the sides?
You're right on. No, you're right on. You're right on, Mr. Rutter. I mean, that's... they know it's going to run straight down there. It just ran. Whether he may have put it outside, Victor. You know, he may have got it out a little bit, but the weight was fine. Nice controllable weight, but whoa, what a opportunity here, because they can hit and roll this away from that 4-foot area. Kevin's going to have to try and find a double or something. Basically, what Ontario wants right here badly is a deuce.
Right off, guys.
Is 2 points.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
They don't want to roll over in behind the 4-foot.
They don't want to roll out. They're both getting caught a bit by the ice. You know, remember that it could be a tiny bit straighter with the big crowd. The ice makers could be thinking about making it a little bit colder in here.
Have a look. See what you can see.
Definitely have to be careful on release.
Good hack. Good hack, yep.
That's a good point, Lindy. It's a bigger crowd tonight, so they may have, and it feels like they've cooled it off, as Kathy mentioned earlier.
Well, we want to bring in Kathy now because we want to check in on the game between Newfoundland and Labrador, up 4-0, and Joel Jordison from the Bushel Park Curling Club, Moose Jaw. This is a mittful.
It is. It's 5. Your glove won't work. You need another finger, Vic. Needs to draw against 5. They've been trying to freeze stones in. Team from Newfoundland Labrador able to pick them out. Needs the 4-foot.
Meanwhile, John Morris makes the takeout, rolls it over.
What a great shot.
And there's a nice shot, too, under pressure to keep himself alive. 4-1 there, Newfoundland Labrador, Gushu leading.
What a great shot by Johnny Moe.
Gotta bump it out.
They were in trouble.
Yes,
Believe
sir.
me, he just gets by. Now watch the roll. And look at the skipper hammer that brush. The bear. He is right on it.
So a big turnaround with the one mistake by Richard Hart when he rolled out, and then a great shot by John Morris.
Weight's good.
You can lie too. I thought he might draw around the corner, to be honest with you.
Whoa. Right off.
Trying to do the tap and stay frozen. Wow.
Well, that's 2 stones overthrown by Richard Hart here in this third.
What a change. What a turnaround.
Ran dead straight, didn't you?
Yeah, you're hitting a draw 4 to lie 4.
No.
It's very unusual. We talked about rocks disappearing, but in this case, it was not the opposition doing the magic act. It was your own player struggling a bit and rolling out twice.
And you don't see that very often from that left-hander.
Not at all.
I'll throw him 8-7 unless unless we have an
You have to be
important draw.
patient. You can't let it worry you, but it was looking like a bundle, and as Ray said, a sure deuce. And now Kevin is hitting to sit to
Heavy
himself.
board. Lots of weight.
Line will be good, though.
Clean. Wow.
Oh, stay close.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Whoa.
Clean. Clean. Clean.
Shot.
You can freeze to the face of that, or you can go behind the corner.
Yeah,
Freeze, I guess, keeps
Or you can play hit and roll too, might get the blank.
Where though? Well, that's jamming.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play the freeze.
You like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to draw either one.
Yeah.
What do you think? That's gonna be close, eh?
Okay.
That's pretty close to where I threw now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's real close to that line.
You could go around the corner. The run back might be available, and if it doesn't curl because they've had trouble over there, then you could also be in trouble. This keeps the blank alive. If you can make the freeze really well and Kevin blasts it out, then you could blank the other rock.
Seems
From
to be
2 or 3 to a blank.
Exactly.
It's a heartbreaker for
It is.
Ontario.
Mind you, there's been turnarounds now in this game. Remember, in the first end, Kevin Martin was sitting 3 before G.Howard threw A beautiful draw freeze.
By the way, Victor, I just want you to know that there is no such thing as a perfect freeze against Kevin Martin.
No, probably not. Not the way he throws it, Ray, I'm sure.
Gotta go.
We saw once, I think it was Hammy McMillan when we were overseas in Kevin's World Championship.
Bars will go, guys. Go. Go.
Not quite. But we're talking about the big turnaround, and this can happen in this game. This is how good these last throwers are. If you think of the last end, well, it looked like there was going to be a lot of trouble. But look at this port that Glenn Howard goes through to get at that shot rock. I'm sure Kevin Martin thought it was a little sewn up. And then you have Glenn Howard now trying to shrink the rings. Kevin Martin can hit the button all the time, but take that button away by making the freeze.
Great shot.
A lot of points were taken away in those first two ends by Glenn Howard. It's happened the other way this end, but Glenn has to be pretty happy with the fact that he kept the scoring out of the first two.
Okay, good. Clean. Oh, boy.
And so Ontario will be facing two. Glenn Howard with their last one. And right next door on sheet A, older brother Russ in a must-win for New Brunswick, Kathy.
Well, for Russ, he tried to go around on the first one. He did go around, but he went deep into the house. Sean Gill followed him, so this is, again, just an opportunity for one. Needs to get to the 4-foot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
So it's Howard times 2.
Whoa!
New Brunswick's Russ makes the draw for his single. Ontario's Glenn
makes the draw for his
single. It's quite the act we have going here, isn't it? We'll be appearing next week.
No one else likes it.
That's right. Enjoy the field. We're here all week.
Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome back inside the Sports Center newsroom. I'm Jennifer Hedger. We're working on Sports Center tonight, right after the curling. Comes your way at 11 Eastern time. Here's what's happening in the NHL this evening. Flames taking on the Red Wings. 2-1 Wings in the second. We got a 4-on-3. Nick Lidstrom tees one up, beats Mika Kiprusoff. 3-1 Wings there. It's now 4-2 Detroit after 2. Habs and Islanders first period, 1-0 Canadians. Mike Eagleton in the slot. Eagleton's got his first NHL goal. It's tied up at 1 in the second. Flyers and Capitals, second period, tied at 1. Alexander Ovechkin all alone in the slot. That's his 48th of the season. Makes it 2-1 Capitals in the third. Rangers, Predators, first period. Scott Gomez a shot. Karen's back in front of the net. Sean Avery's there. He gets his first goal since returning to the NHL. It is 2-1 Predators after 1. A couple other scores passed your way. Bruins up 3-1 over the Sens. Lightning and Leafs are tied.
Curling rewards. You, Dave?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh. Curling rewards. Yeah. With my Capital One Curling Platinum card, I can redeem for curling merchandise. Nice. Event tickets. Sweet. Equipment. Dave? You even meet a world-class pro, Kevin Martin.
Introducing the Capital One Curling Platinum card. Visit CapitalOne.ca to find out more.
What's in your wallet?
I figure the engineers who built the all-new 09 F-150 are probably the same guys we all cheated off of in science class. We're thinking about pizza, they're thinking about aerodynamic wake properties. Crazy smart. Take fuel economy, for example. They gave it 29 miles per gallon. You can't get a truck with better mileage. And they didn't give up an ounce of power to get it. In fact, they actually increased the horsepower. Now that is some A-plus truck thinking. It's not just a new truck. It's a new F-150.
Today is slowly unfolding. Soft petals caressing the skin. A calm within. Bliss surrounds you like a cloud.
Nothing feels like cashmere.
Congratulations, Sabrina, you got the promotion.
senior accountant.
Thank you. If you're celebrating, M&M Meat Chops has delicious meal ideas.
Guess this is your job now.
And if you're stuck working late, we also have really fast meal ideas. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
A beautiful Ford F-150, 2009 edition, a 2-year lease, going to the winner of this year's Ford Hot Shots in the final, a battle of Leeds, Ontario's Craig Saville. And from the Yukon Northwest Territories, Martin Gavin. He was absolutely brilliant. Craig Saville making the double to score 5 to take home the prize as this year's Ford Hot Shot. Think you're a hot shot? Well, log on to hotshots.curling.ca. Give it a try. You too could drive away in a brand new Ford. Every game on the ice here in this 17th draw has meaning. Here on Sheet C, it's Quebec in a must-win. Jean-Michel Menard, Kathy earlier today kept himself alive, beating PEI 12-8. Now he's playing in a third against Northern Ontario.
Well, he is playing the draw for 1. They looked at whether they could play that hit off the top one, maybe move that red stone that belongs to Northern Ontario in his shot, but the risk is it comes onto his own. Has taken the safe way out. Needs the 4-foot, needs it to curl a little bit here.
And just enough. That's the one single point. Quebec leads it 3-1 going to 4. Our featured game, of course, Ontario, Alberta. This battle for first place and the hammer in the 1-2-page playoff game. Both of them will be there, of course. They'll play tomorrow. Ontario gets the single in 3. It means that Alberta has the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 4.
Well, top of the 4-foot or 8-foot, middle of the 8-foot. Corner guard, the Yellowstone, and then the short guard.
Close. Easy, John. Hard line.
Hard line.
Right only.
Yes. Pull. Yep.
Room. Come through the hole and just angle freeze on the rock
Line's
in the
pretty
house.
good. Whoa. Let it curl. Good shot, Ben.
Ben Ebert right down on top.
And the bull, I'll tell you, he's missed nothing tonight. When he leans on that brush, I'll tell you, he leans on it.
That's another category we haven't even touched on, and the brushing of these two teams is just superb. So the thirds and skips have such an advantage over some teams. These brushers, not just technique, but their judgment is so good.
Whoa.
Tighter than Benny.
Whoa. It's got to curl, guys.
Whoa!
Let it curl, Richie. Let it curl. It's got to curl.
Whoa.
That works. Good boy.
I tell you what, you wouldn't be mistaken if you looked at the scoreboard looking for monetary or money values, because this has a skins game kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it's true, Vic. It really does. Well, it's, you know, you're trying to force your opposition to take a single when he has last rock, and obviously when you get it, you're trying to get 2.
Heavy board.
The method or the system is pretty
Easy. Yes. Clean, yep.
similar.
Hard. Push, Tony. Hard. Whoa.
Try to get angles. Linda talked about that, getting the right angles on everything. That sets up pretty nice for Team Alberta.
And Vic, we've talked about some teams that play against Howard and Martin and how they shouldn't play the aggressive force because they don't all year. But these two teams on the tour, everywhere they play, do put a lot of rocks in play, are used to it, and we've already seen how the skips can save ends if they have to. So that's their comfort with this kind of style of play.
Get rid of the 2 yellows is the plan here.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard.
And there they go. Not quite.
That's fine. Didn't think it would go.
Oh, it'd be great if you could roll in.
There is also a yellow corner out there.
Same weight, Mort.
So this is the maneuvering of the area in the center line, which the one team, the team without the hammer, tries to build. And then Kevin Martin slowly trying to shift the play now behind his own corner guard.
Room. Full.
Whoa,
whoa.
Way wider.
Stay close.
Close, guys.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa, off. No.
They'd love to roll this shooter in if they could.
Finish. Oh, honey.
It's in now. Will it stay in? Yes, sir.
It does. Hangs on to the edge of the 12 to lie 2. Remember, Alberta does have the hammer here in the 4th.
Real good.
Beautiful roll.
Is that right for Hack?
No, that's got to be tight.
Jesus.
These two teams will face each other again in the 1-2 game. So we're in line for double pleasure.
And you have to think they're sending a little message with each of the ends that they play.
Hard! 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 Whoa! 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 Yep! Whoa. Yeah!
Oh, you can have it. You can have it.
And he'll roll it. Richard Hart. It'll pop out the other side and stay for shot. Stone trying to rebound after a little, maybe a difficult third for.
Bump it out.
Check. Talk about Hart standards.
It's better like
Kevin's first thought was to maybe go behind the center one, but he's going to play the back one out to lie 2.
Sports.
It might be different if the center guard was his own. And then the run back wouldn't be available if it was perfectly buried. So instead, they're going to sit 2.
John Morris.
Clean.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean.
Clean it up. Clean. Clean. Nice shot.
All right, Johnny, good throw.
Throw, John.
Boy, they're all here to play today.
You're in the center.
You like that call?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hit and roll. You've got the 2 stones to roll behind.
Close. Break. Hard.
Saddle and Lang.
Whoa. Yeah.
What have they got here?
Okay.
Too thin.
Sorry, Rich.
Well, that was missed by quite a bit because the first call was to roll the short distance behind the yellow guard. And this goes right across. They got off the brushing to see if they could get the angle on the other rock.
So I see.
And it was just a little too thick for that.
Yeah, if you hit it a little thinner than that, then they're going to come right across to the face of that yellow stone at the back of the 12-foot.
Keep going, it didn't.
But now John Morris can play the come around, and Glenn will have to be faced with 2 in the rings and 1 potentially buried.
Nice weight.
It's all there. Weight's good.
Okay, clean it.
Clean. Weight on the Yep. Hard line. Hard.
Line's good.
About
Top
14
8,
and a
yep,
quarter,
yep,
hog to
yeah.
hog in this area.
Room.
No, hard.
Weight's real good.
Okay,
Whoa.
goodbye.
Sit.
Whoa. John Morris sings one, bites the top button. Okay, well, let's talk about what you were talking about, Ray. Third play, and right now, it's advantage Morris, considering what we've seen from Richard Hart in 3 and here.
I would agree with that statement at this point for sure. Last end, Richard Hart, whether it was the ice call or the weight, he had an opportunity to put a couple points on the board, and he hit and rolled out in both occasions, and that is how Mr. Martin got out of the trouble he was in, because he was in trouble.
And they, Linda, were 1-2 in terms of your numbers in that plus rating. +7 for Morris, +6 for Hart coming in.
Yeah. Hard. Whoa. Yeah.
Here's the run back.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yeah.
First skip Stone.
Hard. Whoa. Get it.
Oh, he got them both.
Oh boy, Glenn. Thanks, guys.
So if your third's struggling a little bit, well, it's up to the skip.
Newfoundland Labrador leading 4-1. And that red stone top button, that belongs to Brad Gushu. And Kathy, can he get a second one here?
He can, for sure. He made that red shot, just a perfect come-around freeze on his first one. He's looking to come around the other way now with the in-turn and tap a yellow stone belonging to Saskatchewan onto his red stone, onto the button. That is his shot for 2.
Close. Easy hack. Whoa. Easy hack.
Meanwhile, we're watching Kevin Martin at his first. Looking for the little bump. Didn't quite get it, so it's just 1 for Newfoundland Labrador, 5-1 after 4. And Martin trying to jump it over, and did he?
Not quite, Vic. Very close. I'm not sure I recognize this game as curling. I thought curling was what I did at the Granite on Tuesday nights, but there's no similarities. I can't find any similarities.
That run back double was just superb. Glenn Howard has really picked up the game.
Still throwing board? Yeah, just board.
You talk about saves. Well, I just mentioned the draws, the freezes, the through the ports. Well, I'll add run back double to the category of Glenn Howard saves.
Well, that's just a run back double. He's been known to make Ray's run back doubles.
Just board. Yep. Just board. Right off. Whoa. Whoa.
Final stone for Glenn Howard here in this 4th.
You don't want to jam it. You don't want to jam it.
Hard, Richie. Go, Rich.
And he's going to get away with it. And the shooter will go 2. So we're heading towards a blank here in the 4th.
KG.
Just set it a bit on. I knew I just set it back a hair.
But that's a big out for Glenn Howard from this end. It really looked like a deuce for Alberta.
So the stone being thrown away by Kevin Martin. And Alberta, the blank. They'll hold the hammer when we come back to Calgary.
Edmonton has a bad habit. It started with the Brier all-time attendance record. Then the World Men's Championship and another world record. So what do you think's going to happen in December when we crown Canada's 2 teams that will represent us in Vancouver? Bad habits are tough to break. Got your tickets yet? Tim Hortons' Roar of the Rings, the Canadian Curling Trials.
Get your tickets now and get ready to roll.
Hey, I got your Tim's. Oh, great. I need that coffee.
Oh, really? Then look at your desk.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
Well, my coffee just... Whoa! It's a breakfast sandwich.
Look again.
Hash brown. How you doing all this?
Magic.
It was a combo.
Ah, almost had him.
Everything you want in a breakfast combo. Just $4.49. Always a great value.
Always Tim Hortons.
We call it a crossover. Whatever you call it, you won't call it boring. The new Flex, only from Ford.
I'm one of the thousands of sponge pockets inside these sponge towels here. You know, people ask me all the time, are you really as absorbent as a sponge? Wow, what a great question. Embarrassing. Is that as absorbent as a sponge enough for you? Sponges. Sponge towels with super absorbent sponge pockets. Nothing absorbs like it.
Yes, do hurry. Our 54-piece Oriental Party Pack is just $9.99 for a limited time. No Bonspiel is complete without these delicious appetizers. M&M meat chops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. There is no better delivery in the house than our shrimp platter. And at that price, I'd say it hit right on the button. Hurry in. Our shrimp platter is just $9.99 for a limited time. M&M Meat Chops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Every night, millions of Canadians sleep easy, knowing they have their licensed insurance broker on their side, offering a choice of the best insurance companies. Your best insurance is an insurance broker.
Geldwin Windows and Doors. Reliability for real life.
Let's continue with our updates. Again, a must-win for New Brunswick, and Russ Howard is line 3, and that's what it is facing Sean Gill of BC, Kathy.
Well, Sean drew where that Yellowstone that is shot was on his first one. Russ tried the hit and roll. He made the hit, but no roll. And so it is 3, but it is a wide open shot for Sean Gill for the single.
At 5 losses coming in and out of contention, there's the single point. They lead 3-2 over Russ Howard. Over on sheet C, Quebec, also in that must-win. Mike Jacobo, thank you very much. Jean-Michel Menard playing along, just moving out of the way. Merci, as Northern Ontario scores the one, 3-2. Quebec has the hammer playing 5 as we welcome you back. They are so good to us.
Well, that's brilliant. Talk about focus. He knows exactly what's going on out there.
Everybody's directing.
Absolutely. So we welcome you back as we go to the 5th. And Alberta playing the Yellowstones will have the hammer. 2-1, Ontario leading.
Well, certainly no disappointment at this stage of this game.
Just touch the center line.
You know, people might look at that line score and think we're looking at hits and nothing much going on. Not the case. Very interesting end so far.
Line's good.
So far, Morris has the advantage at 3rd, and Howard has the saves going his way.
Oh, curls
Okay.
too.
Yeah, a little more.
Slow.
It's going.
It's a fair bit slower.
How's it bump it back?
Freeze it on.
Back 8.
Freeze or bump.
Bump it here.
I like to freeze.
Don't like the freeze, eh?
He'll curl. Wow, curls like crazy, guys.
Well, if you don't bump it on the
Pretty easy shot.
Freeze it up.
I guess it's an easy shot. Angle freeze.
Pretty good.
Line's good. Well, thought it was there. Thought it was there. Thought it was there.
Line only.
Roll
Yep.
then. Wait's close.
Okay.
Hard line. Hard.
Okay.
Hard, John.
Hard. Line's real good.
You heard Kevin Martin say it curls like crazy.
Curls in here so big that
Thank you.
thought we could just bump it to the bag 8.
There is
just swoops
the
in
end
there.
result. The end, I'd say, 3 shots for each side are the different shots. This has a bit of a repetitive nature to it. Am I right?
It does, very much so. The way they're playing right now, where it's the top 4 foot, then corner guard, then guard.
What do you think, Brent?
Real
So
close.
the next shot is a angle freeze.
Line's good
And what
enough,
makes
though.
it a little
Line's
more
good.
repetitive is
Oh,
actually
not
the
yet.
leads in seconds making the angles, Vic, because if
Line's
there was
good,
an
yeah, good.
advantage, you'd see a hit and
good,
roll,
good,
you
yeah.
might see it come around
really
instead
good.
of these
There you go.
continuous angles. But both teams are making them so well.
Line's perfect. That a boy,
Look at this.
Beauty.
Locking it on.
Yeah, that's a good point, Linda, because if the first rock, for example, slipped back behind the button or something, the whole complexion of the end is going to change.
Where's the roll, Mark?
I just let him call it.
Yeah.
But if you keep those stones in front of that tee line, you're
Back
going to
8?
see a lot of these angle freezes.
Trying to get to the nose.
I need a hair more ice with back 8 now.
They want to rearrange
Just back
those now.
8?
Yeah, back 8.
Back 8 foot weight.
Wait's good.
Whoa. Back 12.
Whoa.
Back 12.
Clean. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, off. It's looking good.
You're going to have to hammer that one to get it buried. Hard in the yellow. Hard. Hard, Kev. Hard. Go. Hard.
And they will
Nice shot.
push it in behind the corner.
That was the plan. That was the plan.
Is there a hole there?
There is a hole.
Looks like it. He doesn't inside. Okay. Lighter the batter.
Well, lighter the better, but there's not a pile of room for real light.
Not enough room by the
Board. I need at least board.
Just to hold its curl, not curl too much, you have to throw a little bit of weight. So they're going to go do it with board weight.
Curl much, eh? You're right. Yeah, no, it shouldn't.
Going through a staggered port with the other turn.
Brent Lang
Break.
here in the fifth. 2-1 Ontario.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Hard out in front.
Whoa.
Saville closes to the stone.
Whoa. Yes. Yes.
By
yes,
one.
Yes, yes, yes,
by
yes,
two.
Yes, yes,
Got the stone and a little bit of a roll.
No one wants to break, eh? Nobody wants to give. I mean, Team Ontario
Cross face.
gave Alberta a break when Richard Hart rolled out in 2 shots, and then Glenn Howard comes back with a raise double.
So here's the run back. Red guard into the yellow one in the house, trying to move the red ones.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Get some room in that house.
Whoa.
Mark Kennedy will leave the shooter as a center line guard, long center line guard. Shot stone is still Ontario without the hammer top 8.
That's a nice shot. Got the red ones moved around. It did leave one of them, but the yellow is in there, and that's something Glenn Howard has to be aware of.
Glenn gave it some thought, though, to playing the in-turn come around, plugging the hole or getting it to top 12 foot and ignoring this shot, but he doesn't have the hammer, and you hate to leave them there. He'd love to roll over.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa. Normal. Yep. Close.
Yep.
Yep. Hard. 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 No roll. No roll. No roll. Yeah, go with it.
Little roll, bounce, and then up to line 2. But it's right in the hole now.
Just boards. Good hack.
That huge hole, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just throw it through here.
That's in the ice, or?
Good shot, Rich.
Shot, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the ice.
Well, they're now coming through it with the other turn. Makes it a little easier, but the 2 red stones are one in front of the other. So that makes it tough.
John Morris.
Clean. Yep.
Boy, they're only cleaning for a fraction of a second. Now it's all out brush.
Hard.
Oh, they saved it. And then he got the flip. But shot stone behind the wide corner is Ontario.
There was great brushing. It looked like it might go. Look at that. Very close.
Fans, of course, get a chance to see all those replays on the Jumbotron. So you can hear the moaning and groaning.
The hit's probably better, but
He's coming around if we make this.
I thought his went super unnatural, to be honest with you. I threw this earlier in the game, and it didn't finish like that.
Yeah, let's do this. Minimum ice, I think.
Where do we want it?
Top button.
Drawing to sit 2.
It's gonna be 3 buried.
What?
There'll lie 3 buried off the outside.
Line's good. Yep. Line's good. Line's good.
Richard Hart is drawing around, is he?
He is.
Whoa. Heavy now. Oh, weight's good. Line's real good. It's real good. A little bit of whoa.
This would be my out turn, but his in turn. You want to be too deep here.
A little bit. Okay.
Shot. He's hitting that real skinny,
Good job, guys.
Just a little.
Yeah, a little too deep. It just needed to die a bit and curl a bit more.
A couple inches, or?
A couple inches is right. That's all.
Natural. Like, it shouldn't curl like that.
Oh, I know. He
Like,
threw it raw, and it just got
He threw
buried.
it good, and I'm like, oh, he's got it.
I've seen a couple pickies.
And then it just went bananas.
Oh, I know, and he's got a big handle on
And
it.
then I'm thinking, I got to follow that? There's no way.
Oh, good call. I know, that's a good call. I'm fine. Totally okay with that.
Just discussing the choice of the draw rather than the hit, because they were concerned about what John Morris's hit through that port did, and didn't think Richard could follow it down.
Weight's good.
Okay. Whoa.
T-line.
Playing a little tap, so they'll need a little bit more weight.
Hard. Need to bump it. Hard! Hard! Whoa, whoa. Okay.
John Morris called Kennedy and Ebert the horses day one, and they have been pulling some loads all week.
Need to keep on it. Didn't quite have enough weight.
I didn't think we had to bump it that far.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, they really drag it. I don't think it bumped it quite far enough. They were trying to get it to curl. And it's very close for shot.
So a long guard.
Yeah. And what does he do? He goes tap, tap, lies.
A lot of yellow, but.
Anyway, I think that's it. I don't see much
right
else.
Rich.
Just playing the guard.
Side.
Glenn took a little more ice.
Like the guard?
Yeah, just tight, top 12 or what?
Oh, crap. Can you hook me up?
Top 12 foot, try and get a little.
This is
on TV.
You know that they're a little nervous about leaving the yellow rocks around with guards out in front that can be run in. But there isn't much choice here.
No, absolutely not. We've established that the back red rock is shot rock.
It is.
Okay.
I think.
No,
No, it is.
This shot kind of dictates that a little bit.
It is.
Because you could have maybe slashed that yellow out of there.
Yeah, hard, hard. Halfway.
They agreed top 12, did they?
Whoa, line's good.
No, just short, Vic.
Okay.
Line is all important here. You don't want to overcurl it. Wow, look at that one go.
shot.
Still not enough ice.
Curled a little more than he wanted it to.
It is there, eh? That little
Oh, sure it is.
whisker. Well, if we get him.
Yeah, you can get to the face of it, to the corner of it, just punch it back so it's shot rock.
Okay. I don't mind this. Because even if you, right here, we can use it with our next one. I don't think he'll be smashing it.
No. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Talking about the intern tap.
Back
Tap.
eight foot, though. I think you need
Yeah.
that back eight.
It might not even curl enough to get that one. Overburied. Okay. Well, here.
Yeah. Depending how much weight you have.
We need to hit half rock on top.
Through here.
Back 8.
Onto this one here. Touching it back.
And many heavier won't come, eh? So.
Onto that one. Just move it up.
I find this interesting call in as much as Howard's guard seemed to overcurl in that other draw. They just don't think it'll come in there.
Well, you just need that extra little bit of weight to tap, Vic, and I don't think they feel it would curl enough.
So Martin and his first.
Hard.
Now this is having to move 2 rocks.
Keep going.
Kennedy, Ebert. Oh, they got it by there. My.
Watch it. How about that?
And they will.
The only thing about it, the double's there, I think. How much can you see? We'll take a look and see how much you can see.
What else do you see? I could freeze. Not enough? Could do here, eh? I lock it in there. He can't get more than one.
I just got it by, but it did tap the rock a long way.
I guess you make the double A's pretty easy draw for him.
I think we gotta go in here with you.
Well, he's just going to freeze to it, come down to it. He's a little afraid to play the.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Went and took a look at the hit on the other side.
That double is there.
Yeah, it is.
You can see 2/3. You make this, he's in big trouble.
What do you need to hit for that double?
Oh, half.
Yeah.
Lob it in there.
Just tap it a few inches if we can.
If you get the line, yeah.
Sure.
He's just going to freeze it in.
But this is a great example of what Glenn is trying to do. If you make the double, there will be a side of the house open, and Glenn is very content to close this down.
So this is the final stone for Glenn Howard. Right now, Alberta is lying 1 to tie it.
Whoa! Gotta go to tap.
Here in the 5th.
Whoa! Gotta go to tap. Hard!
Look at this thing bust. Saville and Lang. Look at this thing. Another thing of beauty. And he's already jumped up. That stone probably just stopped, and Martin was right there.
He's got a little tap for 2. There's no question.
The other one actually was tapped a little bit too far.
Boy, he's going to sprint down here to throw this.
I was a little surprised Glenn didn't try the double and make Kevin make that draw.
Back line.
Just a personal opinion. Just touch it back for 2.
Final stone here in 5.
Hack! On to 8! Whoa! Hack!
2-1 Ontario.
Whoa!
Ebert on the right. Kennedy on the left.
Whoa!
Just a little touch for 2.
The 2009 Tim Hortons Brier on TSN is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proud supporter of Canadian curling.
Redeeming your points with rewards credit cards can be really
Hurry hard!
with their rewards expiration and redemption fees. Getting rewards you actually want can be really
hard.
But with the Capital One Curling Platinum card, redeeming is
easy.
Introducing the Capital One Curling Platinum card. Redeem for merchandise, equipment, and unique curling experiences. Visit CapitalOne.ca to find out more.
What's in your wallet?
Every night, millions of Canadians sleep easy, knowing they have their licensed insurance broker to champion their needs in the event of a claim. Your best insurance is an insurance broker.
Oh, we gotta check this out. Canada land! Shoot a puck? Knit a toque? Shovel the driveway? This is so Canadian. Well, you gotta be kidding me. They got roll-up! Roll-up? We gotta get back to Canada!
Come on, Canada, it's roll up the rim to win time again. You could win an all-new 09 Toyota Venza, $10,000 in cash, Toshiba laptops, Tim cards, and more.
Geldwin Windows and Doors. Reliability for real life.
The old town clock in Halifax says the time is nigh for a party, the likes of which Atlantic Canada hasn't seen since 2003. That could only mean one thing. Brier's coming back, and it's time for you to get your tickets because when you're in the mood for a party in Halifax, it's a sure thing.
It's a sure thing. Everybody sing. Hey! Tim Hortons Brier. It's a sure thing.
Scotty's, proud supporter of women's curling for over 25 years.
2009 Tim Hortons Brier on TSN is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it. By Ford, drive one. And by M&M Meat Shops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
As we welcome you back to the Saddledome on this Thursday night, our featured game, the scoreboard, as you suggest, Linda, could be misleading. 3-2. You wouldn't expect a lot, but we've seen some wonderful shot making.
Well, it really didn't even look like a deuce setting up for Kevin. A lot of rocks in the house, but he's trying to maneuver a tap to get shot rock on his first. And there's a little tap. Now there was some discussion, but it did leave a shot for 2.
Yeah, and as Kevin was, I was a little surprised that Glenn went for this draw through the hole as opposed to maybe trying that double, which looked like it was almost an automatic. But who knows? A great shot for 2.
Kevin's with Kathy.
Kevin, it looked like all you in the first and the third, but the Howard team made some shots, and finally 2 pistols by you in that end. Is this an exercise in patience?
Well, it's just a real good game. Glenn made a great raise double last end, so so far so good. It's been close, so we'll just keep at her, and no doubt the score will be a whole bunch like this at the end, so we'll see what happens.
Talk about how mentally tough it is with all the rocks in play to play a game like this.
It is. It's definitely a math test. There's no question about that. But I was a little surprised Glenn went for that last shot of his because if he doesn't quite make it, we have an easy deuce. I thought he might just sew it up and that was it. So, but we'll take it when we get him, I guess.
We're looking forward to the next 5.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Well, let's take a look at that last shot of Glenn Howard's in the 5th.
Well, this is what I was mentioning. There was a lot of discussion of whether you play the double, make sure you get rid of those rocks, or try and make it tough for 2.
Yeah, I was a little surprised too, and Glenn thought if he got through here and sat properly, and he just kind of moved it too far, which left a little room for Kevin. And as Victor mentioned, he sprinted up there.
He could see it all the way.
Edmonton has a bad habit. It started with the Brier, all-time attendance record. Then the World Men's Championship and another world record. So what do you think's going to happen in December when we crown Canada's 2 teams that will represent us in Vancouver? Bad habits are tough to break. Got your tickets yet? Tim Hortons' Roar of the Rings, the Canadian Curling Trials.
Get your tickets now and get ready to roar.
I'm one of the thousands of sponge pockets inside these sponge towels here. You know, people ask me all the time, are you really as absorbent as a sponge? Wow, what a great question. Embarrassing. Is that as absorbent as a sponge enough for you? Sponges. Sponge towels with super absorbent sponge pockets. Nothing absorbs like it.
It's scaling new heights and covering new ground. Lone riders and easy riders. Big hugs and big mugs. It's home and abroad. It's a story told every day. Not just any story, but our story.
Hey, Bob. Big mess at home. Uh-oh. Looks like you need a new kitchen faucet. Come on, let's get you started.
Thinking about a renovation? Before a small plumbing project bursts into a large problem, start right at True Value. You know you'll always find friendly expert advice for all your do-it-yourself projects.
Thanks again for all your help. Hey, don't forget your towel.
True Value. Start right, start here.
Dinner. Mom, we gotta go.
Wrestling. When you're time-starved, M&M Meat Shops has fast meal ideas. And if anyone you know needs to bulk up, we have meals with protein. Lots of protein. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Curling rewards. You, Dave? Yeah. There you go. Oh. Curling rewards. Yeah. With my Capital One Curling Platinum card, I can redeem for curling merchandise. Nice. Event tickets. Sweet. Equipment. Dave? You even meet a world-class pro.
Kevin Martin.
Introducing the Capital One Curling Platinum card. Visit CapitalOne.ca to find out more.
What's in your wallet? Ready to resume play in the sixth, but before we do, let's check the numbers after 5. Brought to you by Tim Hortons, proud supporter of Canadian curling.
Well, that stolen point, don't forget, that's the first time Kevin's allowed that to happen in the first end, but he got his deuce, and it is very close at the bottom line, but look at the hit percentage. Ontario's lower percentage, that's a lot based on Richard Hart. He's at 60%, so if you follow Ray's theory, John Morris being at 80%, Alberta will win the game.
Absolutely.
And they're leading 3-2 as we go to 6. And Ontario, playing the Redstones, have the hammer.
Close, eh, Ben? Yeah. Line's real good. Weight's pretty good. Thought it was there. Yeah. Line's good, though.
Line's good. If anything, it's a bit tight.
Line's
It's
good.
all there.
It's all there.
Okay.
Whoa, looks there. It's all there.
We all know what
Okay,
happens
hold
at the fifth end break when you look
Line's
at the
perfect.
scoreboard and realize you're behind,
Let her dive
even
for
by
Will.
1 to this Alberta team. You really have to be careful you don't get any separation or they can start to defend.
Sweet. Got him.
Well, that slipped into the ring, so a chance for Glenn Howard to play the hit. Now, what he wants here more than anything is the roll.
Solid hack. What? Solid hack. Solid hack.
Solid hack. And the reason for that kind of weight on this kind of a shot is you must save the shooter and you want the roll.
Wait. Hard.
This is a good lesson for young teams.
Whoa! Maybe board. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's
whoa,
so
whoa, whoa,
key
whoa,
and so
whoa,
important
whoa,
to
whoa,
save the shooter.
Good throw. Nice shot, Craig. Good throw.
Gets the roll.
Real nice.
Run it.
Ontario with the hammer. He's going to try and run it.
Cross face.
Now this is you're only going to do with a second of the ability of Mark Kennedy because you could
nice here, Mark.
just find other ways to try and negate that rock in the 12-foot. Trying to run it back on the rock in the house and roll over and protect your own.
Whoa, yep, whoa.
Shooter.
Yep.
Run it back, and he'll get it.
Shot.
He'll get them both.
Now, he didn't do it quite perfectly because the shooter didn't roll quite to the spot they wanted. But what shot making by Mark.
So with the corner there, they'll go around?
They will.
That's just the whole thing about the strategy, Vic, and I mentioned it actually earlier in this game. When you're drawing around opposition guards and the team have the ability to make those run backs, you're not as comfortable if it was your corner guard out there.
Line's good. Wow. Line's good. It's there. Not really curling. Line's great. Heavy. Okay, line's great. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right here, right here. Line's great. Yep. Yeah, go, 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 go.
Get some separation now if they can.
Great shot.
They're going to play the same shot, the same run back, and Kevin wants a little less weight.
He wants to throw control at it, though.
How's he'll make it? Want to throw normal?
He wants to stick it.
Whatever. Control. Control right here.
You saw the weight that Mark threw last time. He's throwing a little less weight, trying to run it back and stick it.
Oh, clean. Yep. Hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Hard.
He did it once.
Hard. Oh,
Can he do it again? No. And he'll leave the shooter off center line.
Yeah, Mark actually called them off, not Kevin. They stopped for a moment. That might have made the difference. It was Kevin wanting the brushing. It over-curled.
Yeah, they got off it.
Exactly. Oh, let's stay in the house. Board? Board? Yeah.
You've got to listen to that holder of the broom. I know that all throwers will shout down the direction line, but If they had hammered that all the way, they could have held it. There's no question.
So a nice chance to roll and set up a deuce.
Good throw. Good boy. Good spot.
All the games now are into the second half. It's must-win New Brunswick, Russ Howard in a 3-3 tie. Must-win Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard leading there by 2. Newfoundland Labrador leading. A win guarantees them a playoff and no tiebreaker.
It's not often that we get every game on the last draw meaning so much.
No, it's great.
Clean.
It is terrific.
They're hitting second shot to try and get a hit and roll and take away the come around on the corner.
Hard. Good throw.
John Morris gets a little flip.
Boy, John.
That's a nice shot by John, and there was a little bit of a roll, and that makes the shot a little more difficult. But for Richard, he's just going to play it with back 12-foot weight.
You guys like it or what? You see another shot.
What else? You could go your intern draw and just kind of draw beside it, even if you're a little short. I mean, you're not then he'll hit in line 2, but the end's not over.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. When you think about how the house now sits. The fact that Glenn
12.
cannot easily draw to set up the deuce. Kevin's really worked some magic to make it hard for Richard Hart.
Whoa! Whoa! Right off. Right off. Never, ever. Whoa!
Heavy.
Whoa! No! Whoa!
If we can.
Whoa! Gotta go on the yellow. Gotta go on the yellow. Got the yellow, Langer. It's all yours. Gotta go hard. Go! Go, Brent! Go, Brent! Go! Go, Brent! Go farther! Go farther! Let's go. Good shot. Yeah, I'll take that.
You're gonna have to, Rich.
Yeah, I know.
There's no mulligans.
They're not gonna let me read.
Yeah. For 3/4, roll it right over there, frozen.
Yeah. I think it's pretty tough to go over the top. I don't even know if it's possible.
Yeah, you know, for 3/4 we roll frozen, or what is it, half rock, 2/3?
2/3.
Okay, let's go, John.
John comes down to look at the angle, so he's got really fixed in his mind what he wants to do. Helps him visualize the shot before he throws it.
Yep! Hard! Whoa! So hard!
John Morris. And now they're lined up.
I guess I should have thrown more than board.
Shot.
And it doesn't quite do the job. That was a long way to go to catch the other rock. But there is a little chance here that if Richard doesn't roll away, the rocks will be grouped.
And they'll be dead even. There'll be no double, right?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we're second.
Make the double, but leave the yellow on the angle behind ours.
Just board, Glenn. Yeah, you almost want it to jam a little bit and spill behind. Don't have to make that. Okay. I don't know. What's the easier turn, do you think?
I don't know what it's like.
Whatever turn you know. Pick one, buddy. I don't know what it's like in your head.
It's up to you. It's your choice.
Board.
Well, they said the perfect world would be hitting the shot rock onto the other yellow and actually spinning the yellow behind the red and rolling. Well, that would be perfect, but definitely you want to get rid of shot rock and roll, not leave a double.
Want to get across the face and roll a little bit and just spin the other rock behind if they can.
And they're dead even.
Oh, great shot. Ooh, there is a good shot.
Should be good.
That's a lovely shot to get rid of the shot rock and get separation. And the only thing he leaves is a freeze.
There's been so many wonderful shots. You know, you kind of search for new words. Amazing, it's astonishing, awesome, extraordinary. I mean, you got, because otherwise you're using great all the time, because they are.
Think back to the first end. Ontario stole a point by making a perfect freeze, by making it really tough for Kevin Martin to score. That's what Kevin has to do now to Glenn Howard.
Freeze it. Lots of room.
Girl, yep. Lots of weight.
Line's good. Freeze it up.
Whoa. Line's good.
Weight's good.
Whoa. No bounce.
It's all there.
We're bouncing.
No bounce.
I said we were there the whole way.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So I curled big time.
Whoa. No bounce.
Watch out.
Perfect. Newfoundland Labrador. 5-2, and what do they have a chance for here, Kathy?
Well, it's risk and reward, up 3 points for the Saskatchewan team. Line 2, they're trying to catch it on the inside, see if they can make the double.
Whoa! Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Jamie! Whoa! Hard, Jamie! Roll!
Now all the way over, all the way over. There's the reward. They took the risk. 7-2 Newfoundland Labrador, seemingly on the way to locking up a spot in the playoffs.
Well, that was a wonderful shot by Kevin Martin. I don't know if he's trying to get across the face of it or not, Linda. It looks from the ice. He is.
He's definitely trying to get the red one from out behind the yellow and sit in front of it.
Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
That's fully cross center.
Whoa!
Lots of weight.
Whoa! Off. Right off. Right off. Right off. Finish. Hard. Good shot, Glenn. That's fine.
Good shot.
Very nice shot.
Pound lighter, that's gold, yeah.
Just a tad heavy.
Good shot, yeah, pretty good though.
Yeah, I know.
Just a little too much weight, you heard him say.
Shot, Jet. Pound heavy, eh?
Yeah, that's fine.
God, it's fast.
Yeah. Good shot.
How much overburied is that intern?
Lots.
That's tough intern for 2. I just hate to make a shot easy. I don't mind this.
I can roll over to here even.
Okay.
You're right, it's not an easy shot.
I don't see anything else. Make a little very good. Yeah. Oh, not even that. Back line.
That intern tap. That intern tap's definitely there, though.
I mean, I like them both, Kev. You throw hack weight?
Just not even, just through the house.
Okay.
Just playing for a hit and roll, basically.
Okay.
Just through the house. Now that intern tap is tough.
If you don't think they can get to your rock, you can guard
with any sort of conviction.
If you think they can get to the yellow with a come-around tap, then you play the hit. That's the discussion.
That's why I don't like that. Like if we're just on the nose,
White center line, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine should curl a bit.
They're thinking about the guard.
A little more.
Because they think that this intern tap, this here, is difficult.
Just bite the center line.
Okay. You want to just touch center or?
Yep.
So you have to cut off the other tap if you're playing this shot.
Halfway.
Because that would be the easy one.
Just halfway. Is that
Hard.
curl?
Line's good.
Hard.
Line's good. Keep it straight. Oh, it's got to curl.
Just
Clean,
halfway.
clean it.
Line's good.
Clean.
I'll play the switch on the brushing to get it to curl a little more.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Hard, close it. Hard.
Clean. Clean.
That's good.
Clean.
No.
Good. Good.
Good shot.
So the guard goes up. Ontario is line 1 with the hammer.
Let's make this for 3.
Just keeping you updated. They blanked the 6th.
I think so.
In a 3-3 tie, BC with the hammer. The Sean Giel of New Westminster must win for Russ Howard, New Brunswick.
We have to tap it, Glenn?
Yeah, he's got 2 of them, eh? Get him another trophy.
If you hear the guard, you're hitting it.
I think so.
Yeah, you hear the
Just
guard.
get by the guard. You heard him say, just get by that guard. You can make that tap.
His cutter coming at you too. Watch this thing.
And if you ever make it with and move it 1.5 feet or 2 feet, which is tough because you got to get big movement. So,
as soon as we can.
Well, almost a challenge. You can just. Saddle and Lang are just chomping here. This is the challenge. Skipper, we'll get it there for you. Got to feather the guard. Feather the guard. Martin didn't think it was there. Feather the guard. Oh!
Get over.
Now, how far? Move it far enough. Far enough. Oh no, the shooter will roll off. It'll still just be 1 for Ontario.
Hair lighter, maybe. Oh, I taped the guard. I couldn't have done any better. Try, buddy. Try, buddy. Hair lighter. No, yeah.
Hey, I got your Tim's. Oh, great. I need that coffee.
Oh, really? Then look at your desk.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
Well, my coffee just... Whoa! It's a breakfast sandwich.
Look again.
Hash brown. How you doing all this?
Magic.
That was a combo.
Ah, almost had him.
Everything you want in a breakfast combo. Just $4.49. Always a great value.
Always Tim Hortons.
Watchmen is the #1 movie in Canada. Now playing in theaters and IMAX.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries share the comfort sale. With prices so low, it would be a shame to keep them to ourselves. And where a portion of the proceeds benefit Ronald McDonald House Charities. Save big, feel good. It's the Share the Comfort sale. Pay no interest until 2012. Comfort, it's what we do. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries.
On your journey through life, make sure your biography has at least one extraordinary chapter. Newfoundland and Labrador.
Strawberry flakes. They'll be your fave. All wheat is great.
Put your spoons together for strawberry flavor mini wheat cereal.
Honey,
Hi.
I figured out our vacation.
Great.
Paris.
Paris. But this is for seniors.
Exactly. That's what we'll be when we have enough points to fly there. See? Arthritic massage.
We don't have arthritis.
Oh, we will.
How do you fly sooner? Use 20% fewer reward miles on every Air Miles flight with a BMO Gold MasterCard.
Well, we're all looking forward to the Brier Championship Finals Sunday night. And to get you ready, we have our championship special Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Time, all available on TSN HD. What a great crowd, and we expected this. This was the game that everyone was pointing to when the draw began back last Saturday. Draw 17, Ontario, Alberta, and they're battling for first place. Ontario gets the single. So here we go to the 7th, and Alberta playing the Yellowstones has the hand.
I thought we were a little bit light.
Yeah. So did I.
Craig threw this a
Sure
little
you are,
higher
sure.
than he
Hard
wanted
Johnny.
to.
Top 8, lots of room.
So
Gotta go, Vit.
Kevin's
Go
going
ahead,
right
go
around
ahead.
it.
Make sure it's in the house.
As long as it's in. Hey, really pitching him back now. Should I maybe go with the other turn? Maybe, I'm not sure.
You know, it's funny, you can go through a whole week and be throwing the rock quite well, but there just may be some nights where your release isn't as pure as Craig throws this out-turn tap. And that was a little comment about Ben's come around, that he was a little in out with the release, and that's why it's wide open.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, 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 on its own, on its own. It's pretty good.
Just to the hack, Benny.
Just hacks.
Right on the nose, real nice. Yeah. Then we're after him. Heavy hack. Heavy hack.
Clean.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa.
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
It's good.
off, off,
Clean.
off.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa,
Yep.
off.
Yep.
Finish very much.
Whoa.
Hard. 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 Good. Right on the nose.
Good boy, Danny. Nice throw.
Very nice.
He wanted to leave that one out in the open. That will provide a rock to use if Glenn doesn't hit it. But Glenn knows very well what it could do.
Yeah. Just bored. That looks tight.
All these come around taps, including the one Glenn tried last end, are the product of a great ice surface, because the rock, for example, last end was overburied and almost was tapped out. So just terrific conditions for these kinds of shots.
Whoa, whoa, yep, gotta go, whoa, yep, 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 yep. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it. Attaboy. Good throw. Attaboy. It's okay.
Let's continue with our updates. Northern Ontario is lying 1, top 4 covered. Final stone from Sudbury's Mike Jacobo, Kathy.
Well, when Jean-Michel Manao's final stone, which was an attempted corner freeze of the shot stone, came light, it did open the door to the opportunity for 2. Needs to get to the 4-foot. Needs good line here as well.
Nothing yet. Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Hard.
No, little rub. So it's 1, 4, 3 going to 7 again. Must win for Quebec. Well, we heard Kevin Martin say, you know, the first 5 were like a math test, and maybe it's time for some multiple choice, a little bit easier here, because this is the most open end we've seen so far.
And I think it's going to continue that way too, Vic. You can see what Glenn is doing here. He's going to play the hit on this and try and roll the shooter into the rings. You see this often after, you know, 6 ends of nothing but offense. Fantastic.
Whoa. Weight's good. Whoa. Got a curl. Lots better. Lots.
You do have to know that the teams have been pushed a little bit by the amount of aggressive play, and the time clock will be a tiny factor, so that may be one reason for a little more open play. Kevin Martin making the choice to peel the corner guard.
Control. Control. On the nose.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. 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 Good shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you appreciate these kind of ends sometimes?
Yeah, you do, Vic. This, he's just freezing to this, though.
So Ontario's still trying to force here, would they, just to force a single?
They would love to force a single.
The electrical contractor is trying to plug it up.
Line's good. Gotta go. Line's good.
Took it away from you?
Line's good. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go. Gotta go.
That's not as bad as a lot at stake.
Well, that was earlier today.
Go, 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 go. Go, boy, Richie.
Oh, it's very nice.
Well, I'm just going to sneak a peek over here. I want to check out Richard Hart's numbers. He was 60% after 5, and he had a really good 6th.
So one's trying to make it crowded and the other's trying to open it up.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
We're going on it now?
Kevin looking for the blank by this open play.
He called the freeze.
Okay.
Glenn Howard and Richard Hart are trying to make that very tough.
So up to 69% now as he throws here.
Oh, yeah, maybe more. Yeah. Yep, line. Yep, line. Whoa, whoa, heavy.
A little heavier.
Okay. Heavy, whoa.
No, weight's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Gotta go. Yeah.
Whoa. We're there. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta go hard. Gotta go real hard. Gotta go. Whoa. Attaboy. Great shot. Attaboy, Rich. Great shot, Rich. Attaboy.
The middle one doesn't go anywhere. Oh, no.
Great shot.
Great shot.
They might. Can't worry about that.
Third of a rock, eh?
Yeah, or half. Whatever.
Now this is a blast, and you really can't worry about whether or not they all go. Glenn's left Kevin no choice. He has to open it up with big weight.
Open's pretty good.
Force, but
If they're frozen, we'd have a chance. There's an inch separation.
Yeah, Kevin wants to keep this end as open as possible.
Now you know why these two brushers have sliders rather than grippers. They have to try and catch up to that kind of takeout weight.
Good throw.
Didn't go anywhere.
Threw it good. I thought it might drag a little.
Yeah, there was an inch of separation, so I guess it went straight where it was headed.
Pretty straight, yeah.
pretty good. That
Threw it
guard
good.
curl pretty good here, eh?
Yeah.
A little bit more?
A little more, sure.
Going open? Yeah, that's the other shot.
So you have two choices. You could guard this, or you could just split the house.
The ones I make it, sure.
Oh, whatever you think, Glenn.
I'm going to make it.
Just tight guard.
Yeah,
to force the single, as Linda says, you could split the rings. You got to make sure you don't set up some kind of a double because he makes the doubles from everywhere. But Glenn's going to play in front of it.
Whoa.
They took a little extra ice.
Whoa. Clean. Clean it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa, over curl. Whoa. Clean it. Just clean. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Whoa. Good shot.
Ah, boy. Good shot. That's perfect. Good shot, Glenn. That's perfect.
Newfoundland Labrador up 7-2. Kathy, looking good so far for Brad Gushue.
Well, Brad Gushue lying one. He threw the guard on his final stone. Joel Jordison looked at those yellow stones to feel out if there was an angle there to get to the four. Decided not. Trying to run the guard straight back.
Newfoundland Labrador trying to lock up third place. Oh, goodness. Oh. Get his single. Saskatchewan will get one.
That was a great shot on the one side and a brilliant shot on the other. Kevin Martin with the run back when that guard was not completely in front of the shot stone. That little angle means you can spill everything.
And the big thing is, look at where they got the shooter to go, Linda. Almost out of play. Glenn's going to try and tuck around what he can see.
Threw as hard as I could with the out turn.
That was amazing to get both of the ones in the rings and that much roll over to the side.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, boys.
And it's like it's ho-hum. Another run back double spill roll. open it up. Thank you very much.
The guard was just curled a wee bit too much for Glenn's liking, but that was a brilliant shot again.
No line. No line at all.
Now, you rarely
on the
play
T-line,
this
guys.
wide in the
Squirrel.
house, so it's really hard to know if you can bury.
No, it's got to curl. Whoa, whoa.
The guard
Right
is
on the T-line.
just
Right on
covering the
yeah,
edge of the
yeah.
house.
Get it to the T. Bury it. Go. Bury it. Go, Brick. Go, 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 go. Great shot. Great shot.
What a shot.
Yeah, that's just absolutely gorgeous.
Boy, Glenn. Great shot.
What an amazing series where Kevin tried to open it up, got his shooter to roll, and cannot risk going after that rock because of Glenn Howard burying on the corner.
We've seen absolutely everything. Absolutely everything in this game. You've seen every possible shot you could hope to see.
Okay, I'm just wondering here. The worst you could do is give up the steal of one here. And you'd still have the hammer. Why not go after it?
No, you can hardly see it. It's just not worth the risk. You know, you draw, you take, you know, that 1 point control. I mean, Glenn made a great shot. We saw Kevin made an amazing shot.
Line's real
Awesome,
nice.
I called it. But,
You know, you might do it in 9, Vic. You're not going to do it in 7.
That's right. Then you would be one down with, if you missed it, one
Nice
down
shot.
with the hammer, which is a
Want to get that
situation
thing out of there,
he
but
likes.
couldn't.
So Alberta get their
Throw it hard enough.
single to
I
lead
should have went with the
4-3.
intern, then it would have went. Right?
Now the Newfoundland team, Fred Gushu and everyone have been saddened when they heard of the helicopter going down, ferrying workers to an oil rig 90 kilometers southeast of St. John's. One has been rescued. There's one confirmed fatality and 16 missing.
You got on the other side of the center, and I know you tried to get it back, but all your momentum is going.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to the friends, family, and everybody involved in the Cougar helicopters crash off the coast of Newfoundland and Labrador today.
This SportsCenter update is brought to you by the American Express Business Gold Rewards Card, built for business owners.
Hey gang, how are you? Welcome back inside the SportsCenter newsroom. I'm Jennifer Hedger. Getting ready for SportsCenter. Comes your way at the top of the clock about 1 hour from now as soon as the curling is over. Here's what we're working on tonight. Lots of NHL action for you. Flames, Red Wings, after a wild third period, they go to a shootout. Ole Jokinen, the new Flame, scores the winner. He also had a pair of goals. Flames take it 6-5. Oil thrashed 1-1 in the first. Brian Little with a pretty backhand to beat Dwayne Roloson. It is 2-1 Atlanta late in the first. Bruins battling the Senators tonight. Third period. Phil Kessel streaking down the wing. And he snaps a gorgeous wrister. Top corner. 4-1 Boston on Kessel's 28th. The Bruins win at 5-3 the final. Toronto Maple Leafs losing 4-1 to the Islanders, to Tampa tonight. Ron Wilson got the boot. We've got highlights tonight on SportsCenter.
The goal of the program is for the kids to have fun curling. Teach them a new sport that they've never seen before. I think you can hear and see by the screaming and yelling that they're really enjoying it. By taking the program into the schools, we're reaching a lot of communities that have no access to curling, that have never seen the sport before. So we're hoping to reach a whole new audience base, and of course youth as well. I mean, for the future of the sport, we've got to get kids involved. Watch for us in major urban centers across the country starting as early as next school season.
Oh, we gotta check this out. Canada land! Shoot a puck? Knit a toque? Shovel the driveway? This is so Canadian! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They got roll-up! Roll-up? We gotta get back to Canada!
Come on, Canada, it's roll up the rim to win time again. You could win an all-new 09 Toyota Venza, $10,000 in cash, Toshiba laptops, TIM cards, and more.
And so they came. 5 centuries before Columbus. Fearless warriors out to discover a new world. The Vikings. while they left behind their mark, they have long since gone. So far as we can tell. Newfoundland and Labrador.
On a very important night, several must-wins. New Brunswick is one of them. Kathy, is Russ Howard looks to stay at 4 losses. Final stone for Sean Giel out of New Westminster.
Well, Russ made a very good shot. He couldn't see any of the Redstones belonging to BC, so he made the bury deep enough, he hopes. But for Sean Giel, wants to get down and touch it back. Looks like it would be 2.
Perfect, says Brent Pierce, the third, former Canadian world champion. 5-3, so New Brunswick falling behind there. Must win for Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard hoping to stay at 4 losses, his final stone.
And again, forced to give up the hammer here. Northern Ontario does lie too. Needs 8 foot, but he needs 8 foot for his single.
Jean Gagnon, Eric Sylvain, Martin Crête is calling line. And there is the single point, so Quebec leads it 5-3 as they go to the 8th. So this is a battle we're watching. Alberta, Ontario for 1st and 2nd place. We know that. They're in 1-2. Newfoundland, Labrador up comfortably 7-3. If they win it, they'll take the 3rd spot. Manitoba is waiting to see whether they'll have 4 all by themselves, or they'll have to play a tiebreaker with either New Brunswick or Quebec. Here at the Saddledome, it's a Thursday night, the final night of round-robin play, and Alberta taking the single in 7 means Ontario playing the Redstones have the hammer, the last rock here in the 8th.
I just got 14.5 on his. Okay.
Well, it's not very often you see somebody forced by a brilliant come around to the very edge of the rings, and Glenn Howard did it.
I think we're pretty good.
Got the hammer back, and now he'll try and set up his deuce.
Hard line. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard to get by. Hard to get by. Hard. Come on, hard. Keep her going. Keep going, boys. Keep her going. Never off. Never off. Never off. Never off. Keep going. Keep going. Great scrub, guys. Great scrub. Good shot, Mark. Let's sweep this. That could end up really bad.
Glenn's going to run it back, I think.
I think it's kind of good for us, too. Isn't it kind of good for us right now? What else do you like? I like this. Roll off that. Whatever. I like this. Keep the shooter.
I'll try to angle the guard out in front onto the right-hand corner of the rock top 12 as we look at it.
Whoa. 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 Go, Glenn. Spin out. 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 Is it out? No. Shot.
So it appears that Alberta still is the line 2 without.
Yeah,
the shooter has remained out in front, so there's 2 corner guards to work with for Ontario.
Mark, what do you think, 70?
One's almost a center guard, but covers the 4 foot, but just off the center line. So Kevin will go around it with Mark Kennedy's stone here, trying to get it to the top of the 4 foot. Not deep. You don't want this deep.
And that was the biggest mistake on the Ontario shot, was that the shooter didn't roll very far, and the rock truly is still a center guard.
Exactly.
Okay, go ahead. Yep.
And good thing it's your color.
Hard, guys, go. Hard. Go, go, go. Keep going, Ben. Buried, though. Yep, yep, yep. Pretty buried. Nice shot.
Perfect.
Very nice shot by Mark. This time you're running back your own, so you can stick it behind cover.
Now you like to run this straight back. Just exchange the stones.
Great. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hard.
Brent Lang.
Hard.
Run it back.
Beauty. Great
Stuffed.
shot.
Whoa. This is just amazing curling.
Ah, well.
Lost it. I thought he was too. Can't leave you those. No.
It's a very nice shot. It rolled a tiny bit. And you're playing against a guy who's going to come through ports like that and make a play on your rock.
John Morris will try to come through the hole.
Back. Weight's good. Clean. Weight's good. Wow. Clean. Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah.
Ball.
Hard.
Yep. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Good. Found it.
Get that out. Get that out.
Found the stone too.
Hard Kev.
And out the back. Well, we talked about this battle at third. Let's take a look at some of the player numbers. They're brought to you by True Value Hardware. Start right, start here.
It's still John Morris with the big edge in the numbers. And look at the hit game. Richard Hart, that's where he is struggling. The draws are good, but those hit and rollouts early have really cost them, and the numbers are much lower than we've seen all week. This is his worst game when you talk about numbers.
Hold on. Whoa. Yep.
Coming through
too.
Whoa. They are.
Whoa. A little bit, Brent. A little bit.
And they'll try and tuck a little bit. They'll make the double at the back. Got a little bit of a flip, but killed the other stone at the back.
Well, you know they have to be loving this themselves. There is nothing better than making these great shots. It is so much fun. You can just see the smile on Glenn's face. And
still open for John, though.
Here more.
And for Richard, it looked a little ho-hum.
Clean.
We'll see if John can follow him down.
Clean.
They're just dialed in here, aren't they?
Clean.
Good. Whoa.
Apparently.
Glenn and Kevin are just chuckling. You know, folks, that port's not that big. That's not that easy a shot.
Yeah.
And one after the other through the hole. Takeout made.
Well, they could go through the hole again, but Glenn's going to take the opportunity here to get to the top of the 4-foot around the center guard. He does have the hammer, so this is where Richard needs to make a really nice shot. You don't want to get it in behind that Yellowstone. You just want to get it behind the red one. Otherwise, they'll come through the hole again. The angle of coming through for Ontario wasn't great. So here comes the come around.
Whoa, higher the better. Lob it in there. Yeah, go a bit. You can go a bit. Yeah, you can go. Oh, it's buried straight. Great shot.
Lovely
Richard
shot.
Hart.
Oh, boy, Rich. Oh, boy, Richie. Nice shoot, Rich.
Here comes the run back.
The fact that rock is so high in the house, Kevin really doesn't have a lot of choice.
No.
Perfect come-around draw by Richard.
You've got to be perfect on this. You don't want to come across the face and jam it back on one of the yellow ones.
So here we go, skip stones in this 8th. Kevin Martin.
Hard. Whoa.
Run it back, get it, and it'll jam over there and hang around.
Cover the hole.
Well, I rolled a bit because I hit it that way, right?
Just terrific numbers. Maybe the first boo-boo, if you call that a small mistake by the Kevin Martin skip. Hits were 100% up to that point. I mean, what do you say? It's shot after shot with these two. And a tiny bit offline to get the wrong angle to stick it on the side.
Yeah, that's the shooting one.
Hey? I've decided not to speak anymore. I'm just sitting here, as you are at home, I'm sure, in absolute amazement.
It's entertaining.
It is entertaining. If this is not entertaining, then I don't know, you should get your blood pressure checked or something.
The Alberta Stone, top of the house, is shot rock and protected at the moment.
Glenn Howard and his first.
Gonna go a little bit. Yeah.
Now, we saw Hart come top 8, just the edge of 4. Where does he want to go with this one? Same place?
I'd say yes, Vic, but there still is a yellow rock out there that Kevin can use. It's really hard to find a place. You'd love to go around both of them.
Get it behind this one. Go, go, go.
And you can hear Hart say that if we can just tuck it behind that stone top of the 12.
That's a lovely shot.
Oh boy, nice shot.
Great call, good brushing.
Just muck the hair.
That is a phenomenal shot, actually. You see, all Kevin has now is all he can do is try and tuck behind it.
So that stone did just get behind the corner, I guess.
It got behind the 12-foot rock.
Yeah. What a wonderful shot this is. Right, excuse me.
Back 4.
Now he's got to get around here. Back 4.
And the difficulty is, although you can get buried with the curl on this ice, this may not be safe.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. The horses, Kennedy and Ebert, pick them up early.
For back 4, we're looking at about 14 seconds, so they'll really have to go.
Big brush now as they let up. Trying to take it. Morris picks it up. Morris picks it up. Here they go. Put it on the lid.
Needed it a bit further.
Yeah, they needed another foot, that's all. This is a tap back for 2. You can even throw a light bumper weight at it, just light hat weight.
Run that in.
We have a final. Newfoundland and Labrador have grabbed 3rd place with an 8-3 win over Saskatchewan and Joel Jordison from Moose Jaw.
There's only been 1 deuce in the game so far, and that belongs to Kevin Martin on the scoreboard. Here's a good chance for one for Glenn Howard.
I remember an end or so ago he had an opportunity and in 6 played the draw, a little heavy, spun off. His try for 2. What's he got here? What's he got here? No mistake this time. 2 for Ontario, and they'll take the lead.
Guys, nice deuce.
People think life in California is one big vacation. It's really a lot of work.
We have board meetings.
Board meetings. Lots of board meetings. We're always playing catch up.
We're really just a bunch of pencil pushers.
We work with some real characters.
We're always working weekends.
Hey, it's a dirty job.
But someone's got to do it.
So if California seems like your kind of work,
we've got one question.
When can you start?
Make your vacation work overtime in the land of plenty. California. Find yourself here.
Why worry about the economy when the new Fido has plans from $15, including text messages and phones at $0? The more you save, the less you worry. The new Fido, giving low prices a good home. Want to build your savings? The new Fido has plans from $15 with no system access fees and a BlackBerry Pearl at just $25, so your savings pile up. The new Fido, giving low prices a good home.
Casa de Mama. Such great pizza. It's thin base, the rising crispy edge, like Mama used to make. How she carefully prepared a special dough with zesty tomato sauce, mouth-watering meats, and fresh-tasting garden vegetables. I hear Mama's voice like it was yesterday.
Stop dreaming, boy. Eat your pizza.
Casa de Mama frozen pizzas from Dr. Oetker. Homemade pizza taste. Just like Mama used to make.
The values of Best Western.
As a business owner, I know what business travelers need.
It's like breakfast and fresh in-room coffee.
Free high-speed internet access.
Our values go beyond our rates.
That's why we offer our free Best Western Rewards card.
We are ready for business, wherever your business takes you.
Better values, Best Western. Like 1 million Best Western Rewards points. You're entered when you sign up to earn double points through April 5th or triple points for CAA members. For full details, visit bestwestern.com.
The
Government of Canada has introduced a wide range of tax cuts to benefit people and families from all walks of life. Lower taxes are part of Canada's Economic Action Plan, and there are tax savings for you. All you have to do is reach out and claim them. Find out what you're entitled to claim and how to file your tax return online at canada.gc.ca/taxinfo. You've earned it. Claim it. A message from the Government of Canada.
A life well lived is the sum of many things. The places you've been, the people you've met, the experiences you've had, and above all, whether you've enjoyed the ride. Canada's Rocky Mountaineer, the most spectacular travel experience of your life. Book now and receive up to $2,400 in added experiences.
Well, here we go over to Sheet A. New Brunswick must win. Look what they're facing. 3 here, Kathy.
Well, and they looked at whether they were going to play the Rays, but the decision by Russ is to play the draw between the Yellowstone that is his and the red belonging to BC. He needs to get to the 4-foot.
Oh, and he's got his son, Stephen. He's got Peter Case on the brush, James Grattan. Here comes Russ up behind. Oh, oh. That could be the game saver there. Down by 1, going to 9. BC still has the lead. All right, here's what we know. Newfoundland, Labrador with the win. They are 3rd. Manitoba, who will they play, if anybody? New Brunswick and Quebec are looking to force tiebreakers. So here we go to the 9th, 5-4.
Wait's good.
Ontario leading. Alberta playing the Yellowstones with the hammer in the 9th.
It's buried. It's buried. It's buried.
Go on, Benny.
Shot, Benny.
Well, Kevin Martin threw almost perfect weight. He had to get it a little further back, and as a result, you saw G.Howard had that quiet tap back for 2, and absolutely no mistake. They're just going back and forth, and.
Gotta go. Is that what you saw?
Room. Line's good. Room.
There was a little bit of curl that Richard Hart got on his draw. Remember, we said Richard Hart at the moment was being out-curled by John Morris, but that come-around draw last end, that set up the deuce.
That left-hander, eh, Linda? Just that little extra curl. Didn't want the bounce.
And look what's happened here. Northern Ontario has scored 2 in the 8th. And they are all even 5-5. That's a must-win for Quebec. As Mike Jacobo from the Coppercliff Curling Club in Sudbury is looking to play spoiler.
Hard! Hard, hard, hard!
Yep.
Pop out the other side.
Well, it did, but I think they maybe even rubbed the guard. It was really curling. So they're quite fortunate that they're sitting in the house with the 1-2 position.
Same as 2 ends ago. What kind of weight he's asking? Just board. Same as 2 ends ago. Close, yep. Hard, whoa, 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 yep, hard, hard. Right to it, right to it.
Too good.
Good, good.
I gotta need more ice than he does there.
It's just certainly not just the skips and thirds that are making these great shots. They're being made right down the line. All 4 curlers on each team are making shot after shot after shot.
It's probably good.
Yeah, because if we go there, he warps and one intern around the whole lot.
You know, Kevin desperately does not want to take 1.
No, he wants the blank for sure.
So if you peel early enough, no matter what Ontario does, Kevin hopes to have a chance to clean things up in the house.
Throw a guard.
You could hit and roll, and if he misses one double.
Okay. Throw a guard. Throw one anyway.
Guard the yellow, eh?
Yeah.
You bury your red and.
So this about Martin now trying to hold the hammer to 10, you think?
I think so, Vic.
Desperately doesn't want to take one, so it's either blank or get your deuce. You don't want to be in that in-between ground. That's why he's keeping open for the moment. If it doesn't work at the end, he might try and find a way to get a deuce, but at the moment, trying to keep it open for the blank.
Go, 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 go.
Easy, might over curl.
Go, 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 go.
Whoa! Whoa! Right off, whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
It's a little bit dangerous here because the way the rocks are set up in the house, if they keep putting the guard on and you keep running it off and they get down to Glenn's shot, you could play the raised back red onto yellow, get rid of it, and maybe get a roll which would separate the two stones enough to not set up a double.
Yeah, it's still good. Yeah, I squashed mine too.
I think you might see at third stones that if Glenn keeps putting the great guards in place, Kevin will try and run it into the situation.
It's the way the two in the house are set up. They're set up nicely for some form of split. Run back split. Hit split, I guess is what it would be called.
Gotta go. Hard. Line's good. Whoa, whoa.
Just over. Just over.
Yep.
Just over.
Line's good.
Gonna curl a bit.
Line's
Gonna
good.
over curl a hair. Whoa.
Clean. Clean
Whoa.
it. Clean it.
Whoa, no, 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 no. Good.
Boy. Boy.
You can lose one in behind all three if he does leave the guard.
Or he could.
Rich.
One more? Yeah, well, then you freeze to it.
And we got to peel him first.
Okay. He's not throwing a guard in his next one.
That's okay.
Freeze and play if we bury one.
They're talking about Howard's next shot, and they're convinced that he will not throw another guard.
Trying to second guess each other as to what will be played. Kevin thought for a moment about the draw, and they actually will take a timeout to talk about it.
And we'll try and listen.
That's not a real easy hit. It's got a quarter rock, so he's going to roll off a bit. If we can bury one half buried in the 4 foot's pretty good.
Pretty good.
If we peel, I'm almost positive he's going to hit and roll. Right. And if he makes it perfect, then I won't have a double, and then
we're forced.
For us to get.
Yeah. If you stick a nice one top button, 3 might be in the play.
Well, top button's too deep.
I'd rather hit and roll than freeze, right?
No, for sure. Hit and roll, then we hit and stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine with me.
I think edge of 8.
Full 4, half
Full 4.
Yeah, bury an inch.
Now you heard their explanation, so they're going to go around the situation, the long guard, the 2 in the house, to the top of the 4 foot.
We got to be past ours, that's for sure.
The guard was placed perfectly. It had been off angle, then Kevin probably wouldn't consider that. But those rocks are dead behind the guard, and now you can wrap around everything.
So they took some time. Johnny Moe was actually in the hack to throw Linda, and then he called timeout, and good for him, and went down and talked to Kevin.
Clean. Weight's close.
Lots of room.
Clean. Line's good. Yeah.
Lots of room.
Room.
Tons of room. Tons of room.
Line.
Tons of room.
Weight's perfect.
Okay. You're definitely not racking.
It's all there, though.
Can't be deep.
Full 4. Yep. Hard. Go.
Can't be deep, and top edge of the button, John Morris.
It's wide open, though, Vic. 3/4 showing.
Just want to freeze?
Well, they don't mind that, though.
Just kind of.
They'd like to freeze right on the face of it. He's going to have it back, but he can freeze right on the face of it.
It's tough to kill it and nose it.
We like.
I don't hate the freeze. Do you guys like it?
Kevin's really hoping to get a good chance here to get at least 2. Looking for a mistake
Okay, let's talk about it.
if they play a quiet shot.
time.
Time being called by Ontario in an effort to force a single here against Alberta.
Yeah, I know, you're going to hit and roll, and then he gets, I know. Do you want to hit the top one?
That's tough, too.
If we hit a rock, though, they've got to hit and roll, right? Buried?
Yes.
Yeah, but if he does roll buried, it's 3.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I don't want.
You can still hit the top one.
Yeah. I like the freeze.
I mean, as opposed to the hit, or hit this top one, which is not.
That's really tough. Really tough.
Yeah, that is tough. Yeah, I don't like the hit in the top one.
Freeze it?
I like freeze. Yeah, I think I like the freeze.
It's a tough draw right now. He's got to tap him.
They talked about a couple of things. One was coming down and just tapping that back. The other was coming down and freezing on it.
It's not warping.
No, I know. Like he was out to there.
Yeah, I know. I don't think you need that.
I think he might have that thing might be a mover or something. I don't know.
How's that? That's close.
Yeah, maybe a bit more. Yeah.
I like that, Rich.
They're gonna just tap it around, right? Yeah. Rich, not worried when we freeze, they nose.
And we guard and steal.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Right?
Okay, good.
As long as there's a plan. Just thinking through the sequence of shots.
So right down on the face, are they?
They are indeed.
Now remember Richard Hart's draw the last end where he sunk one.
That should be there.
And Lindy, you made the point. He's been better at his draws than his up game.
That's exactly right.
Gotta go hard. Hard! Real hard.
So Lang and Saddle pick him up very early.
Hard!
Big brush.
Go.
Huge scrub. Got to get it by the top one first. No, it'll roll.
Yep.
Oh my, and just over on the corner.
Pick. Had to have. He's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, I was wide.
I know.
Just grab something.
Shit.
Yeah. The weight was gold.
Oh,
and the line was gone.
Almost perfect, but the effective word is almost.
They thought it picked, but they were brushing it quite quickly, and it looked like it was curling right from his hand. So if it did it quite early. Definitely curled a lot more. He took less ice than John, but curled a lot more.
John Morris.
The weight was fantastic. This has got to curl a bit.
Just across the nose to pick it off the corner to lie 3.
Great shot by John.
He actually almost lost it as far as the curl goes. He really did break hard at the end as well.
Is the long run back there? Onto his own.
Straight over up.
Yeah.
All those, if you drove that straight back.
Well, that's why the roll went a little bit too far too. They wanted to keep it more on the face of the other rock, the shot rock.
This isn't easy.
Just what I want to hit was almost as thin as I can, eh?
Just pick that middle one and you get there.
Just trying to get rid of something in the forefoot.
I think if he hits the high one thin, he can get them both.
Skipstones here in this 9th. Alberta with the hammer. Down by 1, line 3.
No. Whoa. No.
Glenn Howard. He will get rid of just the 1. And sits in the open.
I don't mind that. Okay. Yeah, because then he has to slash it. He doesn't have a Hail Mary from here. Right. Same hack weight as you just threw, eh? Yeah, we don't want to pop it too far. Yeah, because then you might have. So, hack. Well, if we do this, and so we're going to be right here. That's real good. Because I think with board we can actually punch it a bit and maybe even get up a bit. Okay. Solid hack then? Yeah.
Yeah, I think solid half. 2/3, thick half.
We already have one final, so let's check the game story and the draw story so far. It's brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Well, remember, every sheet counts on the sheet A. Russ Howard must win to stay in this Brier. Well, this game is about the 1-2 position. Must win for Quebec. They must win to stay in the playoffs because Manitoba's in there, and Newfoundland and Labrador winning on sheet D means they're in 3rd place.
It's in there all
He wants to just nudge the Yellowstone over, make the hit, and nudge the Yellowstone over so slightly.
Wait, good. Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Give it a chance.
Never.
Whoa.
Kevin Martin's
Whoa.
first.
John. Never.
Whoa.
Roll it.
Hard on the roll.
Hard.
And Johnny Moore was right. It actually went forward a bit.
Now, the thing is, though, did he actually hurt himself in the sense that there's a double left?
You can't see, no. Goes pretty easy, though.
Yeah, goes pretty easy. I just hold
Oh, there's definitely a shot left, Vic.
Yeah. Well, you can't get excited.
I mean, if you're Ontario now, you want to get out of this giving up what? The deuce, right?
The deuce would be fine. You'd be delighted.
Yep, yep.
Glenn Howard's last.
It's pretty automatic, that one.
So he'll make the double and now leave a chance for 2.
Yeah. Watching me all those years, eh?
You like that shot for some reason.
It's a tough shot.
It is, because I know you get I so tight, I had to get her back.
Must win for Quebec. We saw Northern Ontario score 2 to tie, and Jean-Michel Menard is in some trouble, Kathy.
Well, he is. He's facing 3. He did draw on his first one. He tried to hide behind the Northern Ontario Stones. Mike Jacobo made a very delicate tap back. Lies 3, needs to get to the 4-foot.
Boy, it's just hanging out there and hanging out there.
Playing the option to tap it straight back now, and does.
For the single. So Quebec will take the lead. Northern Ontario and Mike Jacobo from Sudbury will have the hammer coming home. Final stone now in 9 and a chance for 2 for Alberta.
Linda, tell me you didn't say those were automatic.
After the raise, double, triple,
really good.
Whatever they are, yes, that last double was pretty
no.
automatic. And now this draw, you wonder if this is also automatic.
Did you see how close he was to the
really
guard?
good.
I couldn't believe it.
Line's real good.
Sliding a little bit.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Got to stop. Bennett will for the deuce. Back edge of the 4. Oh, goodness. Alberta will take the lead. Ontario will have the hammer when we come back.
Until March 31st, it's the Cap Swap event at Napa. Bring in one of your caps and get this one free with a $25 purchase. Come make the swap at your Napa Auto Parts store.
Casa de Mama. Such great pizza. It's thin base, the rising crispy edge, like Mama used to make. How she carefully prepared a special dough with zesty tomato sauce, mouth-watering meats, and fresh-tasting garden vegetables. I hear Mama's voice like it was yesterday.
Stop dreaming, boy. Eat your pizza.
Casa de Mama frozen pizzas from Dr. Oetker. Homemade pizza taste. Just like Mama used to make.
The Kegs Winter Grill menu is now on, with even more delicious steaks than ever, like our 20-ounce T-bone. So come in and try something new, only until March 22nd.
On your journey through life, make sure your biography has at least one extraordinary chapter. Newfoundland and Labrador.
Getting money shouldn't be so hard, especially when it's yours to begin with, like your tax refund. With H&R Block's instant cashback, walk in with your taxes, walk out with your money. We make taxes easy. Visit your nearest H&R Block today or give us a call.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
Never confuse the devices that connect us with the moments that keep us together.
We're not from your planet.
I figured that part out on my own.
We have 24 hours before the invasion begins. They're here for us.
I'm so over this.
Race to Witch Mountain, Friday.
Renew your skin with the Schick Quattro Titanium Trimmer. 4 blades with titanium, an edging blade, and a built-in trimmer to maintain your look. Schick Quattro Titanium Trimmer. Free your skin.
The Tim Hortons Brier Championship Special, Sunday at 7:30 on TSN.
Final stone of the 10.
Yep.
Really hard, run it back, jump it across. Oh, goodness! Oh, my!
And that's for 3.
And the win to remain undefeated. Glenn Howard.
As long as you live, Vic, you'll never see a better shot than that.
In a brilliant week. And just a reminder, we will have for you, of course, the entire weekend. If there are tiebreakers tomorrow, we'll be with you tomorrow. Right through to the championship final. What a great shot that was. The Rays double-double, as some are calling it.
But he did have to roll up the rim to win.
Okay, 3-4 feet. Very good, Linda. Very good indeed.
Do you know how long she's been sitting on this? This has been 2 days. Wow.
I think it's very clever.
Heat on, I was hoping.
Oh, dear.
Something's wrong.
Here we
that
go.
2 rock always gets sun, the other rock never does.
And Alberta gets their deuce. And so Ontario is down by 1. But they do have the last rock, the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Throw 2 in?
Well, this has been some night.
Yeah, it's been terrific.
I was kind of hoping for the guard.
I'm tired and I'm not even playing.
I know.
I'm exhausted.
And you wonder what's going to happen when they meet again.
Yeah,
Can you possibly have more brilliant shots?
No, I don't think so. And we got,
it's good.
We got
Whoa!
a nice situation going here. It's
Whoa!
the 1 up, 1 down. Glenn Howard has the hammer. He's 1 down, and Kevin Martin is 1 up without. They want to keep all these rocks in play if they can.
Go. Great shot.
What?
Now, these are the ones that look awfully risky for those of us that don't play a lot of peels, but when you peel them well and you have Mark Kennedy on your team, you're driving the rock not towards the boards, but into the house to try and get rid of the other red. You have to be so precise.
Trying to drive it across. Get rid of the other red if you can.
Close. No cigar.
Very close. No cigar, as you say, Kevin, but very close.
Needed to sweep it.
Sure, guard that one. Yeah, I guess so. I don't want to throw another guard over here. I like that.
Well, you just have to be so careful where you place rocks when you play the Martin team. So you heard Ontario say, Brett Lang, you're going to have to play a corner guard on our own rock, because if we keep putting them on other sides of the sheet, they'll keep trying to run, and you know they might make it one of the times.
Got to curl and stop. That's tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want
Real
this
deep,
too tight.
This is going to get ugly.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too tight.
About a half left.
You could jam it on the one on the forefront, too.
Here's the double peel right here. You got to be careful doing it, but
Should run pretty straight.
Hey, 2/3 is pretty close.
Yeah.
Like a thick half will do it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Close! Whoa!
Come on.
Close!
Mark Kennedy.
No, no. Come up a little. Come up a little.
Listening? No. No. No.
That was a good chance.
that was a good chance,
That was
Kevin.
probably your best chance, and push it into second shot position.
I like the other turn there.
All right, let's keep you updated on what's happening now. Again, a must-win for New Brunswick.
Yeah, we
They
can't go.
blanked the
I like
ninth.
this.
And so Russ Howard, for him to survive, must steal. He'll have to steal the win to play on.
You need Jennifer Jones out there. She knows how to steal. She steals and steals and steals. She's the best at that.
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah, hard line.
Freezing to the back one.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Get it back there. Hey, line's good. Line's real good. Go. Go, Sab. Dave. Go. Line's real good. Over curl a hair. Yep. You got to keep the angle. Angle's great. Yep. Go hard.
Walk it on.
Go. You got to go. Right. You got to go.
Go, go,
right
go,
to it.
go,
Right
go.
to it. Right to
Go,
it. Right to it.
Sab, go.
Right to it.
All the
Go.
rate
Good shot, Brent.
down and nearly on the face.
Shot.
Brent Lang.
Switch those weights and I have a halfway guard.
All those two-enders in the house, eh, Kevin?
Yeah. A little thicker on that guard would have been nice.
I know.
There's the reason why you love this game so much, right there, ladies and gentlemen. They both want this game very badly. Yes, they know they're going to play each other in the 1-2 game, but there's a
Yep.
they play against each other a lot during the year.
Hard. Clean.
Yep. Interesting end.
Yeah, so now you have to think this one through. As Glenn said, it's very unusual to see this thing set up in the house this early. With the redstone, you can easily move it onto yellow at any stage, but if you do it too soon, you leave the double.
You're certainly not going to do it now.
Yeah.
I don't think, anyway.
Well, try here. He's going to hit and roll in there. Might have a double and roll. That's the best.
I would spread them out.
I'll try to hit the house. You guys try to put it in a good spot.
Oh, great.
What?
What do we want? That even? Is over.
Yeah. 12.
Sure, hard. Don't just try to hit the house, fellas. You try to put it in a good spot. Draws haven't been the problem for him tonight, and look where he's pulled his game up. Remember, he was 60% midway through, now up to 75.
Some very nice shots. His come around did set up the deuce in 8.
Easy, old bear. It's fine. Yep. No, it's perfect. Okay.
Or hit it on the nose.
I think the nose is better than the freeze.
Okay.
If we roll in a hair.
Just want to throw a board?
Yeah.
Yeah, rolling here is good too.
And what about this thought that you both always talk about? Rocks in the house are your opponent's friend in situations like that. Why not just get rid of it?
He is.
No, but he's talking about sitting there
He
too.
talked originally about
too.
freezing Vic, but no, they've gone to their shot where they will hit and roll and sit 2.
Okay.
Whoa. Ball, clean. Clean.
Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Clean. Hard. Hard.
Whoa. Whoa. Roll it a bit.
Good. Nice shot.
Good, John. Good, John. Poor buddy.
Johnny Moe's had some kind of day, hasn't he, Linda?
Some kind of week.
Yeah.
Some kind of years, some kind of 2 years.
I don't know.
That's right.
They're on
Nice
that
shot.
streak.
He freezes. The thing with the freeze is it makes his shot pretty easy to stay nutted on us.
Nutted.
Freezing to the stone on the 8 foot at 3 o'clock. They want to hold the angle if they can.
Less. Yeah. Oh, line's good. Yep. Good line. Okay, whoa, room. Wait only. Line's good.
Hair heavy. Line's good.
Line's
Hair
good.
Heavy. Okay, whoa. Don't want to go.
Whoa.
Hair heavy for sure.
Whoa.
Keep it on the nose.
Keep it on the nose.
Whoa. Yep, okay, yeah. Whoa, that's good. Good. Boy. Shot. Good shot, Rich.
Freeze top.
Okay.
I don't like the pick. Pick's too tough. We knock this out, we're dead.
Okay, so what if we just freeze tap?
Sure, that's what I like.
Stay a little bit on the inside.
As long as we bump this far enough that we're lying too.
Yeah.
That's good.
And the nose are